That's right.
Don't worry about it. If cure poison disease, I think I can actually cure disease.
I was just detecting it.
Right.
Okay.
That's all I can do. I can just detect it.
If there's
I
a
can't
question,
cure
I can
it.
cure it.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Arragas City of Dreams.
Hello.
I am Sean Dixon, the Bearded Foe, and it is my privilege and honor to be the Dungeon Master for this heavily modified Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition campaign setting, which is a homebrew. With me, as always, are our band of intrepid heroes. They love you as much as you love them.
What episode is this? 20?
This is episode 27.
Episode
27.
Perfect. I knew it was episode.
So we have now bucked the standard North American convention of 26 episodes per season.
Whoa.
We have broken new ground.
It's a bonus episode?
I don't know. I'm having trouble deciding which arbitrary episode to season ratio to enforce. I don't know if...
Well, I mean, obviously, our show is so hot, we get 50 episodes a year.
Sure.
I mean, we could do the anime 30.
And we can do what do we do? 3 times 13, 39 episodes in an actual year from our start date to the anniversary of our start date. We could do 39 episodes.
Oh, that was some good math.
I think that we might just end each season per story arc. So once we get to our once you guys get to the final thing on your milestones, we will call that everything after that season 2, and then eventually season 3.
I think what most people do is whenever they have a big technology upgrade. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Season 2, look how nice it is.
Season 2 with fades and wipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We added features. That's the beginning of season 2.
Hello, Harley. Good to see you. Welcome to everybody else. If you haven't had a chance to say hello in the chat yet, I encourage you to do so. We're always looking to say hi to our fans. I'd like to do a quick shout out to Duchess LOL. I don't know if she's yet watching, but she is, of course, our big sister, as it were, on Twitch. She's got a lot of great content, and she also Twitch casts. So I encourage you to check out her channel. And a shout out to our Texas friends at Tales and Ales. Their podcast is Drinking Beer and Dungeons and Dragons, and it's a pretty good podcast. It's
we can
worth
say they're an
listening to for
affiliate.
sure. I don't know if they started before us, so we're right. Their affiliate. If we're
affiliate, means
I don't want to.
It's more like teammate.
Yeah, I don't want to do like parent companies and affiliates and subsidiaries and child, and all that kind of stuff. But yes, we're saying hi to them nonetheless.
Let's go with friends.
Our friends. Yeah, our friends in Texas. Our friends at Luton XP, the Game Hub of Norman, of course. And last but certainly not least, the state's local painting badass, Beard and Brush. Okay, so apologies for missing last week. I know we canceled on very short notice. As always, when we cancel, it's because life came up and decided that Wednesday was not a good day to do a show. And so we chose to push it back a week to give everybody time to recover from life rearing its ugly head. So this week, life has reared its beautiful head, so we're good to go. Quick recap, because it's been a minute since we've all been on the show, and you guys have tuned in. Today is in the game is the 4th Luna Day of the Lover's Moon. It's the Lover's Moon is the end of summer, so we've only got a couple weeks of summer left in Arragas, and then things are going to start to cool off a little bit. We've just finished celebrating the Vigil and the Day of Tribute, which are 2 holidays associated with the Battle of the Boneyard, and our heroes have a few personal things that they need to attend to, but their plan for today is to sort of move as a group, or mostly as a group, towards the Pathways Orphanage, which is run by Ramiel Kupal. They're trying to find out the truth between the feud that between Ramiel and Thunderstone, which the player characters have now realized that they were inadvertently thrust into the middle of by taking a job with Ramiel. So they're trying to figure out. Thunderstone has told them that Ramiel is a cheat and a liar. Ramiel has said similar things about Thunderstone, that he is a gambler, and he took the money that was given to his sister, and he took it from her and spent it all, and then started trying to demand more money. So our heroes are trying to get to the truth of the matter so that they can resolve the conflict in a heroic way. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so
I just think he's a snake and stealing children.
he has. It was revealed last time that there were some policies and procedures going on at Pathways that don't sit quite right with everyone in the party. In a nutshell, Pathways claims to take orphans and disenfranchised youth in the wake of the Battle of the Boneyard, and basically get them apprenticed out and teach them to become the future generations of craftsmen and artists and workers of the city. And they target obviously orphans, but also they have done outreach towards some of the more poverty-stricken families, and have even gone so far as to offer those families an annual stipend if they would enroll their children at Pathways.
Child slavery.
And this is where we started getting into the gray area, and some of our heroes,
This was a call. God, not
for them at
say
least, it sort of smacked of buying and selling children. So they want to get to the bottom of that, and they intend to do so.
Yeah, I have no problem placing my modern morals on this game.
Today.
When it comes to child slavery, at least.
Yeah, we've run into that a few times already.
Murder.
My villains are.
I'm a little more okay with murder.
My villains are blessedly non-weighed down by anachronistic moral systems.
Okay, Pat.
They can just do. Yeah, she'll do that. I could have warned you. Oh, see, now she's biting everyone. Okay, so all right. So before we get to the run-in at Pathways, schedule at Pathways, we have just a little bit of what do I want to call it? Swamp maintenance, right? Okay, so if you recall, super fans, last time.
Sounds like a ska band.
Liliana was swamp maintenance. Yeah.
That is an awesome band.
Right?
Yeah. Liliana had just finished passing the test of the Doyen, the challenge of the Doyen, which involved her dying ever so briefly, but she did in fact pass away. Her challengers brought her back to life and informed her what the test was about, or what the test was actually about. Which was to see if she would stand her ground or run away in the face of insurmountable odds. And so she passed by standing her ground, even though it cost her her life.
Well, I stood my tree.
Yes, by standing her ground, we mean there was the ground, and she was up in a tree, standing it, like, haha, you can't get me. Okay.
Throwing rocks.
Yeah, throwing rocks. Yeah, throwing acorns and rocks and whatever else was handy. Hanging from the tree branches. But she needed some time to sort of meditate on what had what had happened to her out in the swamp, and it is our crack team of writers have informed me that she also sent an animal messenger to Ornitholos. Will you please, using your best squirrel voice or whatever animal you chose, will you please tell the audience what message you sent to Ornitholos, and then I will respond in my best, ringtail lemur voice or whatever.
I thought he had an owl.
He has an owl, but that's his personal familiar. That's not an animal messenger. He also likes to take the form of that same owl so that people don't know if they're really talking to him or they're talking to his familiar.
Smart.
He's kind of a, flow of the river. Sometimes you fight.
Who's that Gryffindor chick who changes into animals?
McGonagall.
McGonagall.
Changes into the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, McGonagall changes into a cat. Okay, so what was your message to him? It was something about
It would have been a
I passed the
hawk.
test. Okay. Ooh, hawk voice. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm not doing the hawk voice because I just told it to the hawk, and the hawk would have carried the message. But
So Hawk would come down.
Yeah, but pretend
and he
I'm
would just have a
pretend I'm
voice.
Ortholos and a hawk has landed, and his little beak is like,
Greetings, Hawk. 'Tis I, Orpheus.
I did just get over being sick, so the hawk screech is probably not in my wheelhouse.
we'll just do like a hawk squawk.
Squawk.
Do it.
No, okay, fine. Yeah, role
Tis
play.
I, Hawky McHawkerton. Hawk.
Hawk.
My friends call me Hawk.
I would have. And I'm sorry, I can't do hawk voice.
We'll just do hawk beak then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I passed the Doyen test.
It's a great Hawk voice.
Well, it could be Liliana's voice coming out of a hawk, I suppose.
Also,
That'd be kind of creepy.
discovered info on Maple Branch.
Man,
Stop.
it's really weird that hawk has noise
Right.
coming out when its mouth is closed.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember what I
it's
said.
like one of those
Yours
really bad
truly,
dubbed over spaghetti
the hawk.
westerns where the sound is like 1 second delayed.
Yeah.
And potential survivor. Need guidance.
Mike's so tasty.
Pause for effect. No, don't say pause for effect. Just pause for effect. You know what? Forget it. I'll delete this before I send the message.
That might be what it said. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and something about the other branch heads being assholes.
Okay. Okay.
Super
So
rude.
before you make it back into the city, we'll say that a similar hawk lands on a tree branch near you. And says, "Hello, it is I, Ornitholos.
Tony the Hawk.
I knew you would pass the test. Congratulations. I apologize that I couldn't prepare you better, but I didn't really have the time." Then he says, then the hawk says, "There is no maple branch." And then he says, "Yes, some of them can be a bit of a chore to deal with. But their hearts are mostly in the right place."
Okay, bye.
How was death?
Yeah, and then he says, "I should return within 2 full moons, and we can discuss more." And then the hawk says, "End messages."
The hawk says, also, give the hawk 2 mice.
Yeah.
You wrote that part yourself.
You wrote- Okay, and then
Okay.
the hawk flies away.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you meet up with everyone. Sans Macarium. You guys are all at Sable Guard the morning of the 4th Soul Day, or I'm sorry, not Soul Day, Luna Day. And she's there too, but she's just there to sort of check in and make sure that there isn't anything small that she can run for the guild, because she has plans to watch or to go to Grimnir's theater and work some stuff out. So, and you guys can kind of tell she looks a little agitated, even though it's a new day or whatever. She's been pretty grumpy throughout the whole vigil and the day of tribute. So she still seems like she's got things on her mind, and she tells you guys to.
I
hold on.
stayed
You're
elsewhere
saying
last
she's
night,
acting
remember?
exactly the same.
Yeah, but you're at Sable Guard in the morning, weren't you, or did you not do that? Oh, you don't
I
even
was
check
going
in.
straight.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
I was really
All right.
like, you
We'll
guys
scratch
just
that.
like
You guys
singing.
don't know any of that stuff.
Cool.
All right. Steven, does Vesper have anything to say about baby mamas in the ghetto?
Yes.
What I miss.
Where's that hawk? Where's that talking hawk? I want to use him.
By the way, so sorry I missed your birthday. Did you get my gift?
I did. Your gift was so lovely. Thank you, Lily.
You had a birth? Oh yes, you did have a
You're so
birthday.
Lily, I loved it.
You remember
I
the
saved
beginning of it.
the flowers and I put them
Yeah,
in my
I-
journal. And
I definitely don't.
It was lovely. I appreciate
That was the silk from the dress that you liked.
it. I saw that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it, Lily.
Cool. What did I miss? What did you guys do? Did you visit the orphanage thing?
I built part of it.
Oh.
I tracked
I
down.
also think there's some child smuggling going on.
Oh.
I would agree to that. I tracked down the woman that had the baby when we first met Romeo.
Were you able to talk to her?
No, I had witnessed a meeting between Romeo and Baron Vortigern during our big fight. Followed them for as long as I could and
So
tried to pick up the path back at the
I don't get why they're
The woman's
paying
house.
people.
for
How do you-
children. I really don't want to go into why somebody would pay for a child.
Well, but my point is, if they're a school
Mm-hmm.
and they feed and clothe and house these children,
Mm-hmm.
that takes money.
Yes.
So what's the benefit? What are they doing with these kids?
They're
Right, I assume
Working
they're
them?
conducting some sort of nefarious test of some kind.
Ooh.
Or
That
they're
sounds
just
really bad.
making them work for no wages. And
Well, I mean,
Which is called apprenticeship.
yeah, yes.
I mean, let's call it what it is.
I mean, but
apprenticeship.
a baby.
Step 3 is profit.
Babies take like years to be like good little workers.
Not to
Right?
pull a lever. You just pull a lever.
I mean, like elf children might be like a little bit quicker on
I
the
don't
uptake.
mean to
but-
sound like a conspiracy theorist, but chaos is leaking into the city somehow.
Ah, yeah.
And so,
Oh,
if these
oh.
things are in any way related, it's
And
possible they are
Vortigern, he was real stinky. Like,
enlarging their numbers.
chaos.
Yeah, when I overheard Romeo and Vortigern talking, they said something about they needed another
Oh yeah, with, like weird virgin sacrifice.
virgin within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna follow him, and then there was like
I
a.
thought there was a 2-week.
No.
Yeah, but I don't think they were specifically talking about needing another virgin. I think you are conflating the discussion that occurred at the wedding.
These are Vesper facts, all right?
Oh, I see.
Just,
Well,
We need to hold up a
Liliana-
hand signal when you're intentionally deceiving the party because I can't tell.
no, I'm not intentionally deceiving. I'm just remembering. Pretty much
A great.
I
through
wouldn't-
my mental filter.
It's cool.
These
It's
things
cool.
just-
I actually remember
Oh.
all that conversation because I overheard it too. Remember, I was like nearby. I was on your back.
I don't remember that though.
For the wedding, yeah.
In the wedding, I was like under his cape and whatnot.
Weren't you like
Well-
a chipmunk?
Pocket
Something like
weasel.
that. I was a pocket weasel.
These
Actually,
are
on a
all
wedding
very
dress.
interesting questions.
But yeah. So what do we do?
I think I'm going to try to get the person on our side inside of Pathways, perhaps as a music teacher.
Like a baby spy?
I met Thunderstone.
Yeah.
I would word it
I'm
exactly that way.
I'm set to meet Thunderstone's nephew or niece?
Nephew.
We're confirmed he's a nephew. Did we come up with a name for this nephew?
Emmett.
Emmett, okay. I remember we were on the fence for a while.
Mm-hmm.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were.
No, we weren't. I had bigger plans for Gimnick.
Did you need more vowels in his name?
No, it's fine.
Okay,
kids,
so
kids tell teachers all kinds of stuff.
I am
so-
not sure if the kid I'm meeting is actually going to be the right one.
Okay.
What kind of meeting is
Can I come? Like as a dog, and I'll sniff around and
Okay.
see what's going on?
Sure.
I could come and cast Stone of Truth.
Ooh, that's fine.
I think more important and more pressing a matter is, what are you doing with that broom?
Oh, do you like this broom that I received?
I mean, it's certainly
I
a
thought
nice
she
looking
was
broom.
just trying to like
Isn't
snoop.
it a cool broom?
I just don't know why you would bring a broom with you.
What is he saying? What's a broom?
A broom is the thing you sweep with, switch in your hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but other people will say broom.
I know.
Broom.
If you're
I
normal,
don't understand
I would
how saying
imagine
it's a
so.
broom.
You and your weird vowels.
What?
Anyways,
You got a new vowel.
You're not bringing that out on the temple.
Is it a sneaky
right,
broom?
are you?
I am. This is special. I got this from Dorga. But watch this. Hold on. Watch.
Duchess said it has cast her vote for Brum. Ha 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 ha.
I'm
Brum.
not saying broom, I'm saying broom.
Broom. Yeah.
Broom.
So anyways, I jump on top of it, right? And I'm like, guys, watch this. And I say, sassafras.
Real good. You remember. You remember. It's not fresh. I laughed so hard. Oh my god.
Confabulator.
Yeah.
Levitate up in the air on my broom.
Mhm.
Broom.
It's a magic broom.
That's
You
the joke is Tourette's makes fun of me.
Don't
Oh my god, that's
Sorry.
so cool.
So I fly around the room and then I land again and I'm like, look at this. It's so cool.
That is an amazing magic broom. I take back all the bad things I said
Wait,
about
wait,
that
wait.
That sounds like an excellent name.
Dorga made
for-
it?
Mm-hmm, yeah, she made
From
it.
the broom.
Break it, throw it away.
Wait,
I'm
no!
not
No!
This
You're not
dark-
there! You're not there!
This
It's
dark
really,
broom
really
sorcery.
cool.
Blink
Does
your
it have
head
an
in.
explode button? Or...
There's no explode button. There's zero explode
Mine is a
buttons.
tingling.
There's zero. It's just a regular
drawbacks.
Dorga made something.
broom. No,
Weird.
it flies in
Yeah.
the air. Well, it's a broom.
Does it
that
sweep the
flies.
floor like other brooms?
I don't know. I haven't tried that yet.
You might want to try it just in case.
Yeah,
to
it
see if
sweeps
it's
the floor. It's fine.
Okay, well, that's what a broom's supposed to do.
Okay, well, keep your eye. I'm gonna keep my eye on that broom.
Yeah, I just don't want you guys to think it's weird. I'm carrying around a broom with me on my back.
No, it's awesome. You
Well,
and
now
your
that you-
brooms are very sneaky and overhearing conversations, right?
Yeah.
Super good.
Now
Yeah.
that
Well,
you
if we
explained
get in
the
a
utility of the
high-speed-
broom.
If we get in a high-speed pursuit
Mm-hmm.
out the pathways, I'm sure you could run some some aerial reconnaissance for us.
Because the broom flies.
That's right.
Well,
Sure
Vesper
it does.
could make you invisible. You could be an invisible flying.
That would be
Witch
so
lady.
cool. What witch lady? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
you can get
Wait a minute.
Do witches ride brooms? I hadn't heard that.
It's an old elven term.
I'll give you the hat of secrets.
I hadn't heard that.
We need to get you a tit for
Yeah.
I said
No.
what?
a tit for. It's a hat. It's a big pointy hat.
It's a big pointy hand. I don't know if I like that idea. But I will certainly fly around on my broom. Although I'm not supposed to do that and be seen.
Yeah.
According to Dorga.
Well, Dorga said just don't. That. Well,
Gross.
wow. Dorga said that.
I got it.
So the beard
That
is
the wizard didn't know that she had made these, and so it probably wasn't a good idea to be seen.
Right. I should
Oh.
probably.
And then later she was like, probably not by anyone.
Oh,
So-
well, I already broke that.
I'm sure a flying broom would be highly coveted.
Did we ever find out what happened
That's
to the
gonna
giant
get
dog?
so annoying.
Did that explode?
Fluffy?
I'm
Yes.
sure it melted.
No, Fluffy's fine.
I doubt
Fluffy
that.
got restrained, remember?
Yeah, they
Oh.
it eventually wore off. It's a potion, so
Uh-huh.
it eventually wore off.
No,
Okay.
the rat exploded. The rats.
The rats did not explode. The rats were eaten
By
by
the
Giant
dog.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
So it looked exploded because Giant Fluffy had held one end down with this paw and one end down with this paw and done this, and everything sprayed out.
Right.
Sounds like a good reason to have a broom on hand.
Yeah.
Exploded
So
by a
messy
Mm,
situation.
sweet.
And I remember
Sweet
I
broom.
swept up the entrails of their tummies and got the poorly enchanted grain
You swept it out.
by Dorga that Dorga made.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so I have one enlarging potion.
Okay.
Well,
So everyone has caught up after the
Mm-hmm.
the holidays. You guys are ready to head out. Okay, so are you going to Pathways first, or are you going to visit the woman in the...
Let's go visit the woman first. Because I feel like
Okay.
she might tell us something that will be beneficial to going to the orphanage.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so you guys travel to that little place where you ran into Thunderstone the first time.
Piccadilly Square.
How
Okay,
much y'all do
and
for-
you knock on the door, and a youngish human woman opens the door, and she kind of looks at. All of you were there except Macaria, so we got 2 elves and 2 humans standing in her doorway.
Right.
Yes.
She kind of looks at the 4 of you, and she says, "Hello."
Greetings, milady. I am under the impression that you once had a child.
You see her mouth quiver ever so slightly, and she says, "Who are you people?"
I am a holy paladin.
I think also my friend might be trying to say that we also have dealings with Mr. Romeo Krupo.
Oh, yeah,
We're-
yes.
Tempting to ask or find out a few things about how the transition's gone. For
We're
you.
checking references.
That's right. Reference checking.
She doesn't seem to fully grasp what it is you're asking her.
We need to ask you about your baby.
She says, "What about him? Is everything all right? Are you guys work with Romeo? Is everything okay?"
Yeah. Yes, sort of. I have met him several times.
Is this about my baby?
Yes.
What's wrong with him?
Nothing as far as I know.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes. So, what kind of situation led to you needing this service?
She kind of looks around at her hovel of a house that has nothing more than a pallet for a bed and a tiny single cook pot, and what looks like a tiny pallet laid next to the tiny bed where a baby might have rested once. And she kind of cries and says, I mean, there's nothing for my baby here except pain and suffering, so...
Did he come by first and ask you about this, or did you go to him? Like, how did you two meet?
Ramiel saw me begging for food in the streets and gave me some coin to feed myself.
So at what point did you sell the baby?
I didn't sell my baby.
Did you
My
receive
baby-
money in
my baby
exchange
is right-
for the baby?
Yes, I received money so that I can buy food and fix the house up.
I don't think you know the meaning of the word sell.
Well,
I-
I didn't give
how
up
much-
ownership of my child, if that's what you're implying.
Just to
What
make
service
sure.
are they providing for your child?
They're going to educate him. They're going to teach him to read and write, and they're gonna learn him a profession
Okay.
when he's old enough.
Do you ever get to see your child?
Yes, I get to visit once a month, like everyone.
Okay.
In person?
No, I send a proxy. Yes, in person. What do you mean in person?
So you're telling me she's
Do you-
impoverished,
do
you're
you-
impoverished,
Yeah.
she knows how to send
Yeah.
proxies.
She's like, well, my lawyer instructed me not to talk about this, but yes, to answer your question, in purpose. Yeah, in person.
Does it seem like they treat him well?
Yeah, I mean, I've only visited him once since I sent him to Pathways.
Do
He's
they give
been-
you enough
he's been
to
caring.
get by on?
Well, yeah. I mean, Ramiel gave me the last month's. He called it something I don't remember. Money.
Mm-hmm.
A stipend. That's what he called it. A stipend. It just means money. I don't know if you knew that, but it just means money. But he hasn't been by yet this month with the money.
Is he late or he just hasn't come back?
He's late by my estimation, he should have been here a couple days ago.
How much does he owe you?
100 gold.
100 gold pieces?
Okay, 10 gold.
I was about to insert
10 gold
check,
pieces?
but
Well, I'll give her 15 gold just to tide her over.
Thank you. She puts it in
Since she's been nice and
the
answered
only
our
pocket that her
questions.
dress has, which now contains 15 gold. It's so threadbare you can actually see how many coins are in her pocket.
Somehow I think 15 gold is not the actual amount. 10. It's probably more like 10 silver.
Look at what
I'm aware
this
of
is
that.
terrible.
Well, 10
This is
gold
not-
would be enough for her to buy some furniture eventually and like fix holes in roof and holes in
10
wall.
gold would go a long way when you're empowered. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is
But
that
she also
right,
has. She
General
also has.
Son?
She also has.
Tell us what you know about poverty.
I know a lot
Yeah.
about poverty.
From your vast.
Okay.
I've seen it from afar.
Listen, all my best friends are empowered.
Yeah. All my,
Wait!
Yeah.
Oh wait, Vesper didn't stay the night at your house. Okay, never mind. He sleeps back.
She says, "What is this about? Do you have children at Pathways?"
No.
Then I don't understand
Yeah, liar.
Fluffy, I heard you.
why you're asking
Okay.
questions about.
we're
My son.
considering
You're
going
holding up.
into business
So
with
we're
him, and we want to make sure that he's a good person.
Yep, reference
He
check.
seemed like a
Reference
very
check.
good person. I mean, he's given me more money in the last month than I've seen since the war.
Has he ever given you the impression that he wants to sell your child to someone else?
No. I mean, right now my son can barely walk, so he's probably just learning about shapes and colors and
Waiting for him to mature, I
some
see.
So
some baby Einstein stuff.
should
Baby Einstein.
Yeah, you know Einstein the wizard,
Oh, okay, yeah.
the famous wizard from 1,000 years ago.
I mean, do you understand why it is like usually if somebody's gonna send their child to school, they have to pay for that? Why is it the other direction?
Ramiel said that he represented several rich families who wanted to give back to the city that had given them so much, and that they were paying for my son's education because I could not.
Well,
Did
if
he
you
mention
ever,
which families?
No, he just said lots of rich ones.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say, if you ever get the inclination that he's, or the hint that he's mistreating your child or other children, would you please let us know?
Does he mistreat children? He
We,
didn't say anything like
we
that.
have no proof of that.
Do
We're
you
just-
know anyone else who's sold their child to him lately? Like on the street?
She looks at you and says, "I don't know anyone who has sold."
Do
their
you know
child
of
to
anyone
me."
else who has been fortunate enough to have their child
To have their child enrolled
Yes.
in Pathways to the Future?
Yes.
Right,
No, actually, I don't.
Did any of the children seem a little crazy? Like maybe it was a chaotic atmosphere.
No, when I
or
went there,
something?
he was playing.
Odd character, Steven Children, chaotic atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
it's
maybe a
there,
little
yes.
disorder.
I mean, they're children.
Green eyes oozing.
So
No.
can you
Oh,
visit
okay.
your child whenever you want?
No.
And why not?
See.
Visitation days are limited because half of the children work.
Like babies.
No, not like babies.
Which is seems like you could visit the babies.
Catherine's not laughing.
They're not going anywhere, like you said. A mother's love is.
Are you
I think
really
we should-
attacking me right now
I
for
think
the
we
policies
should
written
move
by
on.
other people
No.
in an organization to which
Absolutely
I
I'm
not belong?
I have one final
Absolutely
question.
not.
I think the
Absolutely not.
ladies need
Hey,
to
why are you?
elbow.
She's dumber than you.
Thank
She's
you.
dumber than you. Why are you poking holes in the answers she's been given by Ramiel?
Thank you
Because
very
maybe his
much.
answers are stupid and.
We're
She
getting
Oh my
gets it.
God! Did you just
Yeah,
say
no, she
that?
gets it. She gets it. She's very much picking up what you're putting down.
We're gonna go now. Thank you so much.
Do you
for
ever
the
feel like your
information.
life has been in danger because you sold your child?
Oh my Jesus.
No.
That's a good question.
Or, oh my.
Arister,
Yeah.
stop saying sold your child.
Just
sorry.
be on the lookout for people wanting to kill you.
No.
What?
No one.
Oh my god.
Okay,
In case they
so-
want to sell her child.
So Arister,
Just
my
let us
friend
know.
here, suffered a very huge blow to the head during the war, and
How
he
do you know
still
Yeah,
he's
Thank
still
you so much for all the
really bad
information. We're gonna head out
PTSD.
now. Okay, bye-bye. And I'm gonna close the door. And,
It's easy to
and
do. It's only
usher
like 3
everybody
planks.
out.
It's like 3 planks loosely held together with a other plank. Yeah.
Not sure why.
She
all
can
of
still
these
see you
guys
guys.
lie for someone who's
Yes, sir.
obviously a criminal.
Suck
I get
at
it.
talking to people.
Roll a wisdom check, Arister.
And that's coming from Liliana.
I got an 8.
Okay, you don't know. You don't know why people would sell their kids to. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
You
skipping
get the
over
impression that what she was sold was
The package. No, I
we
get it.
we can raise your child not in poverty and raise him to be smart and able to get a paying job at not only no cost to you, but we're willing to give you some money so that you can live off of it and rebuild your home in these very terrible, trying times.
Yeah, who
This
wouldn't
is truly
take
a
that offer?
fantasy game.
We can raise your child better than you can.
Yeah, we can raise your child better than you
That's
can.
terrible.
And she
Yeah, but
went
if
for
you're
it.
starving, you're gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she went for it. Especially, and I know lots of moms that would starve for their kids, but I don't know lots of moms who would choose to starve their kids
Yeah.
if there was an option that came along that meant that their kids could have
I know
way more.
sometimes Sophia is such a.
Yeah, sometimes I would starve her.
Well, I mean, when a man in a cape and twirling his mustache comes up to the door,
Well, I
it
refuse
seems a
to.
bit suspicious.
I refuse
Like,
to lie for a man who I find to be a scoundrel.
I
We
shall
don't
pay
know
you
that
a
yet, though, Eric.
stipend.
We need
For your
information.
child.
Scaring
We don't
people
know
doesn't
that.
get information.
I know it because I took the measure of the man and got a critical 20.
And what is your proof?
They could
I
have
don't
baby
need proof, I
fight
have
club
faith.
for all we know.
Oh,
Oh no.
yeah.
That is a
Oh,
solid
I-
argument. I totally back that argument. I don't need proof when I've got faith. All right.
Well, you need information, so don't scare people that have information.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
sure
guys.
whether
You
it
guys
was
did
good.
get the impression that now she's worried that her kid is in danger and that she's in danger and that her kid is probably maybe being mistreated and suddenly have green eyes. She didn't really figure that one out.
Which is totally
When she
fine for
storms
her
down
to be
there-
terrified
Know the
after we
signs.
have information
That's what I
from
say.
her.
Yeah. As you guys move towards pathways, make perception checks.
Oh no. Okay. Which die am I gonna use?
That was not it.
Ooh, that's not good.
17.
Aha, me too.
Anybody get lower than a 17?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody get higher than a 17?
Let's just say under 10.
Okay. Okay.
15.
All right. So the two 17s, Liliana and Kethra, you guys look around after a few minutes and
Vesper.
notice.
Vesper.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vesper. And
I had a
Liliana.
They're elves. They're
Yeah,
elves.
they look around and you guys
One of
both
you.
notice that
One of you two.
the woman that you just spoke to has wrapped herself in a ratty old woolen shawl and is following you towards pathways.
Okay.
So,
I'm
When
going
you guys-
to whisper that to Liliana.
Hmm.
Liliana.
Yeah.
You know the lady that we just talked to?
Mm-hmm. She's behind us. Isn't she?
She is behind us, but don't tell Arister, because then he's gonna do something stupid.
What are you two whispering?
I'll
You
pull
want-
this cart
you
right
want me
around.
to go talk to her?
You know, I find whispering to be distasteful.
We're behind you.
I can't abide
Secret
whispering.
secrets are no fun. Secrets
I mean,
can hurt someone.
Maybe you could
It's the hissing.
sneak back there
It's very
and
annoying.
talk to her.
It's
Tell
all
her
the
it'll be
sibilants.
Sibilance. Sibilance of whispering.
Do you have your broom in front of your
okay.
mouth?
I've got my
Bring
broom.
forth
They
the
want her to
broom
like
right
not
here.
come.
Well, yeah. What if it is bad though, and then she gets in trouble? Then she's like someone we would have to protect besides the children.
Yeah, I would
Somebody
rather
cooks in the
not her
kitchen.
run up in there and say, "Oh, these people said you're selling my child
That would
and
be
you're
bad.
injuring him and changing his eye color and I don't know."
Just knock her out.
I draw the line and I go.
Just
I
knock
would
her out.
probably be bad.
Oh man, but I'm really not good at convincing people.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll go sneak back. Will you distract
You want me to
Arister?
tell Vesper? He's
So he
such a
doesn't.
jerk.
Vesper could probably go talk to her.
Yeah. Vesper.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Arister, have you heard about this new?
Why are you out of marching order?
A little bit behind us is that lady.
We've talked
So
about
convince
this.
her
Formation is everything.
to
Could you consider your
bother
actions, please?
the-
How they affect the rest
I
of us.
don't really even
Yeah,
remember
it's like
where I was supposed to be marching order.
This
Could you
is-
I
explain
could
it to me
probably
again?
persuade her.
This is
Yeah.
why we have so many problems walking through the streets. Because we can't maintain appropriate marching.
Well, which
I'll fall back
order
with
am I
you.
supposed to be in? Am I in
We
the
fall
front?
back.
Or the back?
You know, if you
Okay.
just match speeds for
Wait,
once.
The two of you continue bickering about marching order. Your distraction of Arister has worked perfectly.
I have trained thousands of
Liliana
soldiers.
and
you would have
Vesper
rolled.
fall slightly back, and eventually, what are you going to do? Just fall in with her, or are you going to actually stop and wait for her to catch up? And
I'll wait for her to catch up.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. She sees you, and she sort of, even though it's really hot because it's the summer, she like tightens her shawl, and she tries to walk past you.
Hey, I'm really
Ma'am.
sorry our friend scared you. We didn't mean to. He's just real dumb.
No, he said mean thing. He said they're hurting my child, or they might be hurting my
No,
child,
no.
or that someone was going to kill me.
He
Well,
just
you
doesn't
remember
trust.
his head wound, right? It's
He didn't look like he has a head wound to me. He looks very handsome.
right.
No, it's like
It's
one of the
very
permanent
good
kind.
disguise. I actually have my disguise kit right here.
He was injured
His
in the war.
handsomeness is a disguise.
Yes,
She
I'm very.
She actually has
talented.
to look away from you for a second
For
to
a
sort
really
of wrap her mind
convincing
around
person,
that.
you
I look away, use my disguise kit to put on my
Sexy face.
my nobleman disguise that I wore to the.
Roll a disguise check.
Alright.
Vesper, what are you doing?
Concocting it.
One moment.
1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm not done yet. Don't look.
I meant to say our whole group's a little dumb, but
14.
14. All right. So you turn around, doing the best you could have in 10 seconds or less. You got the cheek smudges. You got kind of white smeared on your face,
Mm-hmm.
and she just.
Oh, hello! How are you doing, milady?
What's happening right now?
Disguise! I
I don't
disguise myself, see?
Yeah, but
It's
I know
so easy.
who you were. You're that elf from before.
he's trying
Yes.
to say he covers up the head wound on Arister.
Right.
Anyways,
So you're saying my baby is not in danger?
yeah.
Well, then when I go there to find out, then my baby should be fine.
But I'll tell you what. We can go on your behalf and report back to you after we're done. I can
tell
ensure
by that statement that you are not a parent.
I will ensure that we will also collect the stipend that Ramiel owes you. You can keep the 15 gold.
Oh, I planned on it.
No, yeah. Okay.
If you're not back this afternoon, I'm going down there myself.
Okay.
Excellent.
And if my baby is dead, I'm going to hold you and her personally responsible.
Oh no,
Okay.
if there is any harm done to your child, we will bring it right back to you.
Well,
So you
no.
admit there could be harm done to my child?
No.
I said if there
There's
is,
no harm.
to assure you that no harm will come to your child.
Can you roll something?
Please.
Convincing.
I
don't know.
Sure, do a diplomacy
Persuasion.
check.
Diplomacy.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah. All right.
He's still in the
Regular
marching order.
character sheet.
Get back.
Yeah,
Let
roll
us sing a marching song.
persuasion. Yeah.
What? Oh, that
12.
child is good.
Is marching order the
12.
order that we get?
She-
Or is marching
She
order the
turns
child?
around and starts heading
Both.
back to her
Like, I
house.
don't.
Okay.
I mean,
Don't
Marching
say anything
is a multi.
You guys catch up to Arister and Kethra, who are marching, kind of, if two people can be said to be marching. And Arister is definitely walking to a cadence and singing some old Millipole ditty about how fun it is to march in the mud.
That's about how that lady's baby's definitely.
So if the order,
Start going, Betty.
am I supposed to go behind you or stand next to you? How does the
Totally
order
took care of it.
Single
Yeah,
partner.
the elves are back.
Yeah.
Why are you two out of march? I don't
Do
think you understand
I-
the importance of a properly led march.
Do I appear like I march? I
You
strike you
like
as a
you
person who
learn
would
how to march.
march.
Oh, and by
I
the
did
way,
ride on
yes,
an unseen
Liliana's snacking
servant
on
through a
some, like,
swamp.
I'm just not sure what any of
spicy
you have against
kale chips
efficiency.
or something.
Do you just dislike efficiency?
Yeah.
I guess we'll
Liliana's
leave you
not
with your
snacking.
questions then.
If a riot broke out right now and everyone was marching,
And I would just
That's-
cast
the
all
city
the
would be
motion.
very
Are we getting close?
Yeah, you guys are almost to pathways.
Okay, I'm
having
gonna
this
step
discussion as you walk
around.
through the streets of Arragas,
Hey, hey,
city
hey.
of dreams.
We're role
Hey,
playing.
hey, guys. Give me a sec.
No,
Give me a
it's
sec.
fine. I'm just saying you're making time.
Don't stroll up in there yet.
you have to say halt.
Is this gonna be a thing now,
Stop.
Arster?
Or she's just telling me to say halt because I am clearly the march leader.
I go into a little cove and like cover me.
Fine, halt.
Okay. I go over by the cove and I cover it.
And
That
now you
would-
may break march.
Right.
Okay.
There's
I
her
cast
serpentines
detect magic
behind the crate.
and I turn into a big old fluffy doggy.
Wait, you cast detect magic and turn into a big old fluffy doggy?
She's done this before in the mines.
What is detect magic gonna do?
It will
Detect
be,
magic.
Oh,
will let
it'll
me
keep
see
going
if there's any
while
magic.
you're a
The
fluffy
dog,
dog.
yeah.
Roger that. Okay.
If I cast it
misunderstood
before
what
I
was
change,
happening.
I can maintain
you
concentration.
know, she
Yeah.
meant she detected magic. She cast that, and that turned her into.
And
a
then
dog.
that turned her into a dog. And I was like, did I miss something? That
Yeah.
wasn't in the. That's not part of the staff.
That's
Is
a
that one
new part of
staff
the
has?
rule. Okay. Got
Is
that.
that you say fresh, and then boom.
Yeah, they are separate there.
All right, so Liliana pops out as a fluffy dog. Arister
What kind of dog?
looks like himself.
Kind of like a Great
Okay.
Pyrenees, but gray.
Okay.
Like a blue gray.
Like a gray.
Seems like a
Like a
intimidating
Great
dog.
Pyrenees.
with
Like a gray.
with Liliana's face horribly superimposed over the dog's face.
No,
It's
just
just
with
eyes.
gray silver eyes.
And normal human teeth.
Yeah.
Gross. That would be.
I don't think
No.
small
That's
children do
Sonic.
Hey,
well
this
with
is
giant
not
dogs.
Sonic.
Let's go
I'm
in
not
the pathways orphanage. Ruff, ruff. That's you, right?
No.
All right, so
Big old.
Vesper
gray
is Vesper.
Great Pyrenees.
And Arister and Kethra are Arister and Kethra. All right, you guys show up. Someone greets you near the doors, looks at you and says, "Oh, you must be Arister. We've already got the children
I am.
gathered. They're so excited to finally meet you and your friends. They're out in the courtyard.
We are hearty adventurers indeed.
Yeah, we'll come this way.
All right, very well. Lead the way.
All right, so she waddles along and then,
That's more of a saunter.
yeah, well, she's not going to march no matter what you say, so.
It's not really
Okay.
the walk of a leader, but whatever.
I nip him in the calf.
Who brought this
I looked
violet
for
dog?
Romeo.
Yeah.
I just looked for Romeo.
Where did
Okay,
Liliana go?
make a perception check. You don't
8.
see him.
I look around for Ramiel
Okay.
With your nose.
with my nose and eyes and ears.
That
Well,
is
I
a
would say it's
blind
just a sight-based
load.
one, so you shouldn't roll
What about your sense of touch?
advantage unless you've sniffed Ramiel as a
Sight
dog
or
before.
hearing, or scent or hearing. So
Can
I've
you
heard
hear
of
him?
it before.
Talking?
You've heard.
Wow.
I've heard him and smelled him before, right? We worked with him once.
Yeah, but did you change? I didn't think you changed into a dog. Okay.
It doesn't matter. Next time we see him, we can get a good whiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I mean is like if we're in a building full of human beings, and if I don't, without smelling something of his, I don't know how you could get the advantage from smelling
Well,
him.
it's
as
advantage
a
on
dog.
perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Yeah, if you're just looking for him.
Well, he's around all the time, so the place should just reek of him, to
No.
be honest. Like, it'll...
Really, Steven? Does Walmart reek of you?
I don't.
Boom!
I don't work.
Where'd that come from?
I don't work
Where'd
at
that come
Walmart.
from? Oh, joke's on you. I'm unemployed. Okay.
Okay, reroll or no?
No. What did you get?
With that advantage roll, I got 19 plus.
Okay.
A lot.
You do not see Ramiel anywhere, and you cannot discern him by smell
Oh.
because there is literally dozens of people in this building.
Can she
and
hear him? Because I feel like
she has lots of.
Yeah.
No, he's not doing.
Yeah.
His
That's
voice is not
25,
within your.
so-
Yeah, his voice is not within
If
your
he is around, I'm
purview
home.
or within your. Yeah.
He has not broken wind in
Okay.
the past fortnight.
Right.
You guys go out into a courtyard,
rubbing up against columns
and
while you were
there
talking to
are
him like a cat.
about
He
20
sprays every 20
children in the courtyard, ranging in age from about 6 years old to about 12 and a half. And they all are seated in like a little semicircle on the grass, and when you guys come out, you see them like visibly get excited, and some of the kids start clapping. And
Greetings,
there's
children.
a little, and they're all yay, and then
I
you
do
guys,
immediately know which kids have crapped their pants.
yep, because of poop particles. All right,
Because
so
of 25 smell perception.
yeah, gross. What an awesome perception check. That
Yay!
like,
It doesn't bother me as a dog right
yeah,
now.
as your as dog. Okay, all right. So that was our alarm. So we're gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute break, but we are. So you guys are going to be at the front of the kids, and you're going to start talking to them about what it's like to be a real life grown up with real life jobs.
Yeah.
And stay off drugs.
And they're and stay off drugs if that's,
That's right.
And I'm gonna.
It's really probably just stay off drug.
You're
I'm
just
gonna
stay in
look
school, but
around.
not this one.
Was that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Internally,
I'm also
yes.
looking around for any magical stuff.
Yeah. I'll let you know if you see anything that's obviously magical, other than what is on your compatriots. Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. You're
And also, if I see a sad child or a picked on
Raspberry
child
room.
or a bullied child, I will go snuggle with them.
Did any of the
All right.
children notice her magical bro?
her magical what?
Bro.
No, they're all busy playing with the dog. Basically, once the dog appears, you lose control of the children.
I tell the children
They're like
to pet the
petting.
dog as much as they want. And to
Yay!
not hold back.
Do they
And
notice my
sometimes
awesome
there's a tail.
disguise?
Yeah,
I
some
don't
of
think
them
I took
some
it
of them
off.
have noticed you. The responses range from on the verge of tears to open abject terror.
I say the dog won't hurt children no matter what they do.
Okay. Even if they're as naughty as you, this dog has been specially trained to ignore naughty little kids like you.
You could set the dog on fire and it would be totally fine with it.
I don't know if we
I
want to do that. Yeah.
I would not do that.
Okay, so. Hello, Duchess. Yeah, I can't unsee that. Yeah. Dusty, I didn't see you join the chat. But
More
welcome.
rocks.
We've got Aqua Child. Good to see you.
Yeah, some of them should.
Yeah,
Lillian
yeah.
should, you should pick up, just even get close to picking up a rock, as Harley was
They know
saying.
me as Arister the Mighty Thrower.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I've never failed to being a kid with my +7 attack.
To being a kid. I thought it was when you were attacking specifically hats.
Well, I mostly just go for
That's right.
calves on the kids. I mostly
Yeah.
go for calves.
Yeah.
So that they know it doesn't hurt them that bad, but they know
But
they
they know
got
they
it.
could have. Yeah, like it could have been their number.
It's an
Yeah.
extremely
Could have been
accurate
their number.
shot to test their
Arister's Spartan summer camp.
Hello, P23. Good to see you. I'm just going to shorten you to P23. I hope you don't mind. It's like a droid designation, like R2D2 or R2 or 3PO. I'm just going to call you P23. All right, everybody. So, what's everybody been doing the last couple of weeks? We took a break, and I know I didn't get to update the website until like an hour and a half or 2 hours before the show was actually supposed to air. So that was my fault. But what's everybody been doing? Well, I could call you Doug, but I didn't know if you wanted to. if you wanted to be called Doug. Like, some people pick a handle because they don't want people to know who they are in real life. So I didn't know. Jeez. All right, Doug. I'll call you Doug. Doug. Harley's Puddin asked, what product do I use to keep my beard looking glorious? Honestly, I don't use any product at all in my beard. I wash it every once in a while, like every couple of days with shampoo, just to keep stuff out of it. But I don't use any beard oils. I don't use any hair products. I don't use any straighteners or anything like that. Like, I just keep it clean and brush it out. That's it. That's all I do. And it does look glorious. It does look glorious. But I should tell you that at this length, it has begun to, how can I put this? There are some drawbacks. There are some drawbacks to having a beard this long. I recently started accidentally dipping my beard into my food. So like when I lean over to, take a spoonful of soup or something, I might accidentally dip my beard into the soup bowl. As you saw earlier in the show, every once in a while I'll drop something like my glasses or a pencil and it'll actually get caught in the hair. Which is cool because it keeps it from falling all the way through. But the problem is that I then have to be careful how I draw it back out, because if I pull it the wrong way, it's going to rip a bunch of hair out of my face, which hurts. Sometimes when I sleep, it'll like get caught under my neck, and then I'm right? Or the one that really bothers me is like, because I sort of nestle my pillows, when I'm sleeping, so I like nestle. And like my beard will flip up into my face and it'll tickle my face. And so I wake up out of a sound sleep thinking that there are bugs on my face. And trust me, that's not a way to wake up. That's not a good way to get woken up at all. So a lot of times I'll put it up, like I'll put a ponytail into it, or every once in a while if I can talk Taylor into doing it, she can help me put a braid into my beard, and that keeps things sort of out of my way. When I eat, I will very often tuck my beard into my shirt like this so that it doesn't get into my food. And then the other thing that I've noticed, and I don't know, because my beard wasn't this long last summer, but this summer I have noticed my neck actually getting hot enough to start sweating, even when I'm fine everywhere else, like it doesn't seem like it's hot enough to be sweating, but I'll be outside for 15 or 20 minutes and I'll feel like sweat like dripping down my neck now. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool beard. It's just that I've gotten into the length now where I'm discovering new things about beard. These are things that nobody with a beard ever teaches you. They don't tell you like, oh, don't let it get too long or it'll dip into your nacho cheese. And then that's the final thing I will say. The other day, I guess it was a week ago now, I found a cracker crumb in my beard, and I hadn't eaten crackers for like 4 days when I found it, so I don't know how it survived in there. Like, it made its own little campfire and it found a cave, because I wash my beard every 2 days, so somehow that cracker crumb managed to not get soggy wet and shampooed, and I don't even know what happened. But
I'm amazed the little baby birds in there didn't eat it.
Yeah, all the birdies. Yeah. Thanks, Carousel, for subscribing again. I know you're re-upping your Twitch Prime. That's a good thing to remind all my viewers. If you use the Twitch Prime free subscription, remember you have to re-up that subscription every so often. Otherwise, it'll drop off. I appreciate any subscriptions, of course. And those of you that are giving me your Twitch Prime subscription, I'm very grateful. Just remember that you need to re-up. You need to re-up every once in a while. That's our alarm, but we've still got a couple minutes to go because I talked a little while longer than the alarm. So let's see here. I do, Doug. I do know that they do make bibs that attach to your ears and go over. It's not really like a catch bib, but it's more like a shielding bib. Here, get those cheese balls out on the camera. What are you doing? Hey, June, that's enough of that. Everyone's in the house.
Yeah.
Like, barking at this point is too late. It's too late. The intruders are in. Repeat, the intruders are in. So,
She just wants us to know.
but yeah, they make bibs that go over your beard and work the same way that a bib would work.
Oh
for your
yeah, you
actual
guys talking about
clothing.
bib beards?
Yeah, beard bibs,
bibs.
yeah.
Bibbed beards.
But then you don't have a snack for later.
Yeah. Duchess, what is the twist and tuck with the pillow? So like I twist my beard, but what would I tuck it under? Because I sleep on my back and on my side. So, and if I tuck it under my neck, that's the problem. Like when it gets caught under my neck, it starts to.
What? You
Choke
do it
me
on
and
your
stuff.
shirt.
Oh no, I sleep in the nude. There's no.
You could tie it in a
That's the
bun.
way God intended.
I could put it. I thought about doing like the man bun thing where I just pull it through just enough to make it like a little thing. I don't know though. I don't know. I'll try it. It hasn't become a big enough problem yet that I really need to like clip it and tie it over my head or whatever.
Until June decides to snuggle.
Oh yeah, June has recently started a game where she tries to burrow her face as deep into my beard as she can get. And when her nose pokes out the other side, she will then twist her entire body like an alligator does with its prey underwater and like get the beard all twisted around her face and
That sounds great for a dog.
shove it under the pillow. I have super long hair and do it so I don't drool in my hair at night. Well, spoiler alert, I drool in my beard all the time while I'm sleeping, and that
Well, beards are so gross.
It's just,
beards are gross.
it's-
I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. Beards are gross.
why are beards gross?
Because you just said you drool on it. That means you have to do you shampoo your beard when you wake up in the morning?
Yeah.
Every morning you shampoo.
No, every couple of days I shampoo my beard. I just
You
said that.
should shampoo
Weren't you
your
watching the show?
No, I was outside.
Minus 10,000 XP. Boom, reversal of fortune.
We don't use XP.
Oh yeah, it's milestones. That's right. Well, your milestone list is going to be 14 checkboxes long.
Broom.
Um,
Lights
And
off.
half of them will have to do with.
yeah, but anyway, Duchess,
Okay.
tucking it under the pillow will only save the length of the beard. Like when I drool in my beard, it gets caught like right here.
What is
So-
going on here?
I don't know.
Because I'm smart and blocking my.
Yeah, beards are awesome. You guys should know, and these are my friends as well. I mean, I don't have to explain this to 3 of the 6 of us, but you guys should know your audience because a lot of people watching right now are bearded persons. So,
That doesn't make
Grognards,
sense.
unite!
Listen, I married a guy with a beard. It happens.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to have my own
I
opinion.
fell in love with a man and his beard. Yeah.
Not having a beard is just uncomfortable. You shave it all the time. And look
Okay.
like crap for 3 days of the week.
So you guys get
Razor
to
burn.
pathways, and the children immediately go crazy, petting the dog and throwing sticks to it, and throwing sticks around it, and throwing sticks away from it to see if it'll fetch. And you guys begin talking to the few children who have the stamina to avoid petting a fluffy dog for more than 2 minutes before they're back at it. About various jobs. What do you guys? I'll get back to you guys because I'm sure you're gonna pick Emmett out and pull him away and have a chat with him, right? Like a chat. Okay.
I'd like to talk to the whatever school marm or whoever that was.
Okay.
Assistant.
Okay.
That leaves you to proselytize to these
Yes,
children.
I'm going to talk to them about art.
Okay. So
Which
you
one
guys,
of you is Emmett?
You there, boy.
a pudgy boy with straw-colored hair raises his little fat digits.
You, pudgy boy with the fat digits. Get over here.
He gets a couple of like rogue
what I
pets
saw.
in before he has to leave the dog,
Hurry up,
and
straw hair.
he trots over to you. Okay, so pause there. Makaria, you make it to Grimnir's Theater with Cheeto dust on your fingers. Did you intend to write on your character sheet tonight? Like, what were you doing?
I mean, I wasn't there.
Yeah. Alright, so you show up to Grimnir's Theater.
Crispy critter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's they got new cheese, white cheddar and sharp cheddar crispy critter at the Grimnir's Theater. How do they taste?
She's next to the food factory. Food.
Well, they are sufficiently drowning my pain.
Yeah, sufficiently drowning. All right, so you sign up. You basically get over there to the one of the wranglers, and you specify, I want to fight an armored opponent with weapons. Do you specify a particular win condition? First blood. Generally speaking, nobody asks for to the death. So there's first blood, there's submission. There's okay. All right, so submission, of course, constitutes unconsciousness as well. Like if you fall unconscious, you inherently submit. Okay. So you get out there. Roll. I need you to roll a die 6 for me and tell me what you get.
Yeah. 5.
5. All right. You
Difficulty level.
are.
6.
Yeah. You step out there and another woman steps out onto the sands and she's carrying a big old axe in 2 hands. And she's pretty beefy. I mean, she's taller than you and she's a little stronger than you based on her muscle tone. And the axe head is about as big as half of your rib cage.
Sweet.
It's just one side though. It's not like a double axe head. It's just one side. But she sort of pops her neck and moves her shoulders around, does a few stretches. That was really loud. What was
Drops a
that?
die.
Is that a metal dice directly on the top of my table?
I apologize.
No.
Headphones.
Yeah. We apologize to everyone with ears. Okay, so she steps out and she's wearing a little bit of armor. It's mostly leather, but it's not like a full like a rogue set of leather armor or like an Edward Scissorhands like bodysuit with buckles and stuff. It's more like a kind of a breastplate that's made out of leather and then like some pads on her upper arms and some pads on her upper legs.
A jerkin. A leather jerkin.
A jerkin, yeah, exactly right. Anyway, she, you guys get out there. It's early morning, so the crowd isn't terribly big. And the announcer doesn't know you, so he doesn't actually announce you as Makaria the Undying. This is the morning
Everyone
announcer.
knows me.
This is the morning announcer. Normally you go at nighttime after you've had a few drinks, and everyone's had a few drinks, and those all announcers all love you. It's the early morning. Like only the really bloodthirsty get up this early to head to Grimnir's Theater to see who's fighting.
I'm just saying. Macaria's pissed right now.
All right, so you pull out your rapier.
Rapier.
Okay, let's roll initiatives real quick. Oh, I'm sure you're going first.
Yeah, 20.
Okay. All right. Are you going to wait for her to close with you and do the super stance thing that what's his face taught you? Not what's his name?
I think
Jenner.
so.
Jenner taught you.
I'm just gonna do like getting ready, and I'm gonna do a whole like.
All right. So she comes at you.
Matt and Prague.
And she takes a swing. So just so that I know, you are doing the dodge thing with the riposte. Okay, so I need to roll with disadvantage. That's right.
Well, I don't even have to call that I'm doing a riposte. I'm just
Well, but I mean, you're doing the dodge action on your turn, which means
Correct.
I roll with disadvantage. Okay. All right. So she swings at you with her monstrous axe, and you easily dodge out of the way.
You can say how I want.
What is happening?
You said it wrong. Which then I said it wrong.
No, nobody's coming.
That's what he's saying.
It's riposte.
I'm really tired tonight, guys. I'm sorry.
I think it's riposte, but we'll see.
All,
All right.
Pronunciation jokes.
all the vowels are wrong everywhere.
Hey.
Well, because the thing is it's a French
Thanks,
word.
Carousel.
So I'm not entirely sure on its
I'm
pronunciation.
not
I could be
100%
wrong.
either.
It's like melee or melee.
Vote in
It's-
chat. Repost or
Yeah, vote in chat. Repost or repost.
Broom or brum?
No, we've already solved the problem.
Do you know what I figured out like a year or two ago?
Are you going
That
to
that despite does not rhyme
with respite? Yeah, respite. Yeah.
Why would it not be respite?
I
It doesn't
don't
make
know.
any sense.
Yeah, I'm the same. Are you going to rip on?
She has to roll first. It's if I missed.
Yeah, I did. I missed you.
Oh, you did.
I missed you. You
Your
dodged out of the way
spell
easily.
exactly-
Yep.
It shouldn't have an E if it wanted a short I. That's just the rules.
17.
Armor class 17 is a hit.
If that's really the noise you make when you do that, I'm getting you a feather tetra. I love it.
Max damage.
Ugh. What is with you and your rapiers?
What is that? 16 plus 6. So 22.
22. All right, so you're not even showing her anymore. You're not even playing with her for the crowds. You just like she swings at you.
upset.
You dodge out of the way and drive your rapier as deep into her chest as you can and pull it out. It's like an oil dipstick, and you look at it, and then you wipe it off with the. And you're like, too soon to tell. I'm gonna have to take another reading. And she's like,
Will?
all right. So she gets mad and tries to hit you again. Are you dodging again?
Put a big hole in your chest. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because riposte was a bonus action, right? So on your
It's not a bonus action at all. It's not on my turn. It's just,
okay, it
it's
is
a
your
reaction.
turn. Are you going to dodge again?
Action.
Seems like it's from the leak.
Oh, my action surge could be used to dodge, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I'll do a fainting attack.
Okay.
Can I dodge?
I don't know. You look at your character sheet.
Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna do a fainting attack. That's a bonus action. I'm kidding.
Combat maneuver.
My brain right now.
Anybody can dodge.
Okay,
but
so
it's an
16.
action.
So you can have dodge actions? That's cool.
You
Yeah.
can take a
16
dodge
hit.
action.
A 16 is a hit. Yeah, a dodge is a standard action. So instead of attacking, you can dodge.
Could I take a full defense?
That's what dodging is.
Oh.
Any attack that you can see
Nice.
when you take the
Use
dodge
your action.
action
What did you only do? Like
until the
20 damage?
until the beginning of your next turn is at disadvantage. And that's all of them. That's even spell attacks. If you can see them coming, you can try to dodge. Okay, go ahead.
But she can do it. It's a bonus.
I feel really good about myself right now, so I'm just gonna kind of tease her with a little 7 damage.
22 plus 7 is 29. All right.
She's
She's
dodge a
hurting.
wrench. You can dodge
And
a
then
She's
I'm
hurting
going
really
to
bad.
action surge and dodge.
Okay, so you're going to action surge again and dodge.
Yep.
So you know that you don't have to take an action to get a bonus action. You can start your turn with a bonus action.
Yeah, but I was saying I can't use my bonus action to fainting attack and then use my bonus action.
Oh,
to
right.
action
Roger
surge.
that. Yeah, okay. All right, so you're dodging. So she tries to hit you again with that huge axe. She does not do it. Not even close. You can tell that she's normally pretty fast, but it's literally just the weight of the axe is so much, and she's trying to bring it down with so much power that she's telegraphing everything, and you know exactly where it's going to come down, and you're just like, nope, psych, stab, nope, duck, stab.
Oh, there it goes. Way over cast my thing. So I whiffed that one for 8.
8 is a miss. All right, you stab her right in the leather armor. All right, so that makes it your
yeah,
turn.
I'll just dodge again. I'm just gonna play with her.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, she's gonna bring her axe down the third time and try to get you finally. Third time is not the charm. She misses you entirely with a 10 total. So even without your dexterity, you would
Oh, I
have
didn't
dodged
do
it.
Are we confirmed for short O?
There we go. 18.
Is this something you believe is right or something you Googled to confirm?
we're talking about the riposte.
Yeah,
Discussion in
I'm
chat.
pretty sure it's
Oh.
post as in pasta. What
I've
happened?
heard people say it both ways.
I've always heard repose.
6, 15.
15 to
Damage.
hit or
Oh, it
damage?
was what, 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, okay. So 15 damage, 29. So that puts it 44. Yeah, she collapses into the sand,
I can look it up.
unconscious.
Woohoo! Yay!
That took you literally
Says the
18
crowd.
seconds.
That's the crowd. The crowd goes, yay!
Like now, one guy claps, someone else is like, "Boo! That's too short. That wasn't even 20 seconds worth of a fight. What did I pay for?" He throws a bunch of paper tickets into the air. Ah!
I need more opponents.
Yeah, Sean.
All right, so you march off. You march off amongst mixed applause and booing. But you're angry, right? I mean, like, you're not
Yeah.
gonna be.
I
worried
wanted
too much
to
about
try
yourself.
to. I was trying to find a way to like take something off of her. I don't know. Maybe I can find her later.
Have you considered trying to?
I'm trying to get.
Why
a
not
train-
just take her axe?
Is that not like weird to just like take it in front of a room full? Like, is that not weird?
Isn't that part of what your
like,
guild does?
cut
Is
her
you
braid
kill
off.
people?
Yeah, but I'm
People-
in an arena. Like,
Yeah. So she's saying
People
like,
look-
would this
yeah.
be considered stealing?
Oh, I
basically?
get it. What you're looking for
And
is
like,
the
I don't
answer's-
want people to boo at me more.
Not
Scalp.
really. I mean, people have taken things from other people in the arena before.
flesh tokens.
Okay.
You can cut her braid off.
I mean, are you going to cut?
I think
Yeah,
you
you
should-
can cut her hair off.
I think you should scalp her.
No,
That seems really
you're not
weird.
there. You're talking to kids.
Oh, okay.
Some kid is like, scalp who? And he looks down at the dog and he's like, no.
If you want to have a successful, wait,
Yeah.
then you're going to have to scalp people.
Yeah. Another kid's like, it's repast.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone knows that.
It is definitely.
I started reading 2 days ago and I know that.
Oh, man.
All right, Macaria, you step off. The guy talks to you and he's like, "Hey, you didn't leave much for the crowd
Well, I guess
today,
I
huh?"
took her axe then, if that's like,
Okay.
a normal thing to do.
And you just walk out. You just walk past him carrying the axe
Huh?
over your shoulder.
Well, no, I'll
Walk
talk to
past
him.
the
I was
regular?
just saying, like, I did grab it. I was just telling you.
What was that? What was that?
He's playing the pronunciation of the word.
Oh, okay. Cool. So we know it's riposte then.
It is.
Ben just
Okay.
thinks he's funny because he's been playing it occasionally the whole time.
Really? And I
Yeah.
haven't noticed until
Every
just
time,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
God. All right.
Which way is your good ear? You need to. No, no,
Well, I
no
had
excuse.
to. I had to prove Karazul in chat
All right.
because they said it was short O.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I always
look at
thought it
his
was.
face,
I've been
little
pronouncing it
emblem.
riposte forever and a day.
You know, my first tabletop game, it was Paladin
Paladin.
instead of Paladin.
Yeah. So
It's
the one
I
that
didn't
I
know say
heard,
it, but my buddy
the
said
one
it.
that I heard forever was biped
What?
instead of biped as opposed to quadruped.
Wow.
So people were like, because we were playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and so we would always say like, "Are you quadruped or biped?" I'll be biped. I'll be a biped turtle. You know. And then the one that I heard recently, which was interesting to me, is because I'm pretty sure they didn't realize they were pronouncing it incorrectly, but they said skimiter instead of scimitar.
Oh.
And I was just like, whoa, like it never even dawned on me to be able to pronounce it that way. But if you look
Oh,
at
I
the
do that
word,
on
you could.
purpose.
No, it wasn't you.
You know,
Well, I'm just saying, like, I do that on purpose all the
Oh,
time.
okay, yeah.
But
Matt Mercer or whatever on Critical Role gets crap all the time for saying sigil.
A sigil instead of a sigil.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Sigil.
that would drive me nuts.
Oh yeah, for the first like
Magical.
half of their
Sigil
show.
done at the
okay,
G
so
bar.
I was just
so-
letting you know that I did, in fact, grab the axe.
Okay, so you have the axe. You walk out of the arena. The arena wrangler looks at you and says, "Wow, you're not leaving much for the audience today, huh?" And he means like you didn't raise your hands in victory. You were just like, "Fuck everyone, I'm out." Like I've killed someone, I'm gone. Right? So, are you gonna sign up for another fight, or are you done? Are you done for the day? You just gonna walk past him?
I want to sign up for one with 2 opponents.
Okay.
Do the Digstown. Do 10 opponents. 10 opponents one day. Remember that?
No.
Let's go
no,
one
no.
floor.
But I'm gonna
up
sign
and
up for it
over
later.
there. Not-
Like,
So you're gonna come back later in the evening to
yeah,
fight 2
I want
opponents?
to sign up and like let people when my regular crowd is there.
Okay.
Since
These are not your people.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
enough love.
you would know that because normally at this time you were so hungover that you would never be in Grimnir's theater anyway.
I'm just saying the booze bothered me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back and get some real cheers.
The booze, not the booze. The booze never buzzed.
The views.
The views.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
head out.
those, as Google would say.
So I'm gonna sign up saying
okay,
that I'm looking for
so-
2 people to fight Macaria the Undying, and then I'm gonna leave and go to Epsilon.
Yeah. All right. So you go. He's like, okay, we'll see you later. And then he's like, Macaria the Undying. You see him write something on his clipboard.
A name I shall never forget.
Okay. Back at Pathways.
It was rewarding
You
work,
guys
though.
have all spoken about being a priest and being on stage and being a pantheon, a pillar of justice in a dying world.
And being a bark.
Yeah. Yeah, but none of you has had as much attention as as Liliana the
You know-
grayish blue
You know, children,
Malamute.
my friend is a dog for a living.
Did I, in playing chase with the children around the courtyard and running around and all that, do I see any magical essences glowing?
Do you see anyone that would make a good paladin? Because apparently throwing rocks at them is
I
frowned upon.
100%
And this
don't
is
care about that.
No.
Okay.
I'm looking for the weakling child.
No. I'm going to have to murder an animal and eat it.
All right, so
Make
you
myself feel
pull
Barber
Emmett
man.
aside. Or is everyone else going to also talk to Emmett, or is just Airster talking to Emmett?
Oh, did I see any magical essences?
I think I can scar a child.
I'm
Not on the kids? No.
Well, no, I mean, I'm like running around the courtyard chasing them and stuff.
Yeah, you're outside. Yeah, there's nothing outside that's magical.
Wherever the buildings are, like if I see anything through the walls or whatever.
Is that like X-ray?
It can be blocked. It can be blocked by certain thicknesses of certain things.
Yeah, but I
Lead.
imagine they're just like wooden buildings, right?
But, yeah, wood and plaster and stone.
Yeah.
I line all my
pretty standard
buildings with
stuff.
lead so that detective
Nobody hears lead.
agents
Nobody hears lining their shit with lead.
can't stick their noses where they don't belong.
Never mind that the children slur their words.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Lining an
It'll just be
orphanage
like a
with
second.
lead.
Show me how to
Pretty-
spell
foot
their
of
cost
stone.
now.
Yeah, but go ahead and make a perception check because there's
3
a
feet.
I balance it out
Yeah,
because they're
there's
the only
a-
kids in town that get fed iodine. Their brains are deficient in one way, but not in another. So they're just as smart as everyone else.
What am I doing? Doop-doop-doop-a-doo.
I'm trying to find the
16.
lady, so
16. Okay.
not on that train.
You don't spot anything that pings on your magical radar, and
Okay.
you also don't tip anyone off. Like you're literally just running around barking and
Yeah.
jumping and stuff, and nobody has any idea that you're detecting magic while you run.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get Emmett alone, or sequestered off from the rest of the children who are playing with Liliana the dog.
Emmett,
Yes,
does he bear any kind of resemblance to Thunderstone?
he does not look like Thunderstone at all. Thunderstone is huge and muscular and bald and has a thundercloud tattoo with lightning bolts that comes down all around his scalp. And this kid is pudgy with just a mess of straw-colored hair and a tiny little cloth apron on
Okay.
that says,
Do you have any parents?
"Yeah, my mom,
What is her name?
Zell,
Zell what?
Zell, mommy, Zell."
Does she have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah,
Who?
Uncle Lysias,
What does he look like?
big and scary, but he's not scary. He's actually really fun.
Is he bald?
Yes, but he shaves his head, I think. Because I remember when I was a little kid, he had kind of brown hair.
Does he have any nicknames?
Yeah, he has everybody call him Thunderstone, but I've never called him Thunderstone, and Mommy doesn't call him Thunderstone either.
I see.
He's just Uncle Lysias.
So how do you like it here?
It's okay. I'm working for Wendell now.
What does Wendell do?
He's a baker, so I get to
You're going to be a baker?
bake bread. I'm already a baker. I'm an apprentice baker.
Is that why you're look the way you do?
Oh, you noticed my nice clothes, huh? Yeah.
I was talking about the body fat.
I growl
So
loudly from across the courtyard.
he puts his pudgy little hands on what might be his hips. You can't tell from all the fat. And he says, "Have you ever trusted a skinny baker?"
I have never trusted any baker.
Well, it's a sad world you live in. I trust Baker
Thank you,
Wendell.
small child. I am aware.
He taught me how to make these cool lemon droplets.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Do you not want to live with your mom and or uncle?
Well, no, I'm learning how to be a baker, but I don't want to live with my mom. She doesn't. I think she gave me away.
She gave you away.
Yeah, she doesn't come to visit me.
I see.
She's never been here on visitation days.
Do all the other kids have people that come on visitations?
Not all. The orphans don't. But I'm not an orphan.
Do you
I have
hang
my
out
own.
with the orphans because you don't have anyone visit you?
No, I pretty much just think of all the things I get to bake.
Are the orphans ever ostracized for being orphans?
I don't know what that means.
Does anyone ever make fun of the orphans
Sometimes.
for being parentless wretches?
Yeah, sometimes people on the streets can be really
I'd
mean.
throw this at you.
You
People
can't
on the-
talk, you're a
But
dog.
then you'd have
Yeah,
a
you're a
freaking
dog.
jelly man,
Yeah.
and I'd be
If
mad.
you aren't doing this, then you can't talk.
I'm growling.
Well, Emmett, have you ever noticed any of the kids leaving unexpectedly?
No. I mean, you mean like running away?
Running away, or have their parents taking them out of this place, or
No.
somebody taking them out of this place?
No. But I'm not here very often anymore. I only come around for visitation days, and then like today was a special day. Mr. Ramiel came and got me so that I could come and be part of the career day.
Career day.
Yeah, you know, like you guys, like you're a pillar of the community in a dying world, and she's a priest, and he's a stage performer,
Well, I don't know, I'm dying.
and I'm a baker.
I'm not over there. I'm running around with the kids.
Well,
Well, yeah, but this is what you guys talked about.
No, okay.
While everyone was playing with dogs, you got up and said, so
Yeah.
being a priest is pretty cool. You get to do this, and you get to do this. And you were like, I am a pillar of light in a dying world. Pay attention, children. The weaker of you won't live to see tomorrow.
So, you've never had any problems here?
I mean, no, I don't.
Have any of the kids ever had any problems?
Well, yeah. I mean, some of the kids don't like their jobs, or some kids try to run away because they're not grateful.
Do they ever come back?
Some. I mean, I don't know why they ran away. My mom was nice to me and she loved me, but we didn't eat a lot, and we certainly never got to go to the bakers. And now I can pretty much bake whatever I want.
Where are all the little kids? Like babies and stuff.
I don't know much about that.
Are there any here?
Yeah. I mean, I see some people bring babies sometimes.
Well, where are they?
I don't know much about that.
Are they in this building? Have you seen them or heard them crying at night?
Yeah, when I slept here, I used to hear him crying sometimes.
I see.
But now I sleep at the baker's.
Yeah. But
He's
you
got
like that
he's got
bakery, huh?
a small cot that's a little too close to the floor, because when I lay in it, my butt touches the floor.
Yeah. Do you ever pick up a pastry and eat it off the ground, knowing that it's unsellable?
No, I mean,
I'm a paladin. Have you ever intentionally dropped a pastry on the ground so that you could eat that pastry?
roll intimidation.
Just start poking him in the belly when you talk to him from now on. Just
I got.
Oh, you like that?
Weren't you a dad?
He should be. I should have advantage.
Your
because
poor
he's 10.
child before
What
he
did you roll?
disappeared.
I rolled an 11, but I should
11,
have
all right.
advantage. On the
He initially gets scared, but then he regains his baker's composure, which he's had this whole discussion. You
Don't
realize,
make me slap the tarts out of
and
his
he
hand.
says he puts them behind his back. He says, "Listen, I come from a background of poverty, and I have certain filters. I'm not going to let food go to waste just because I touch the foot."
Smart boy.
Anyways, we're very careful not to let any of our treasures touch the floor. That's what Baker Wendell calls them, as treasures. We bake treasures.
Emmett, were you aware that Thunderstone did not want you to come here?
No, I haven't seen him either. I haven't seen anyone pretty much since I came here.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, priestess. Isn't his mom dead?
What?
His
Why
mom's
would
dead,
you
right?
do that?
Oh my god.
He looks at you and tears are welling up, and they just start falling.
Am I
and
incorrect?
he
I don't know.
is like, my mom's dead.
No, she's not really dead. She's just been accepted into Ara's loving embrace.
I'm almost positive that your mom is in fact deceased.
I'm coming over.
I did not witness her death. Reliable sources.
Console the child dog.
I am growling loud enough to where the child
He pulls
can no
out-
longer hear Arister, and then I'm turning around and I'm gonna lick his face and snuggle him.
He pulls out, you taste tears and salt and fat.
I know.
He pulls out a little handkerchief and some snickerdoodles fall into the grass.
If it makes you feel better, I'm unaware as to whether she's been murdered or not.
No. That is not true.
So there's a chance she could have
Can
died
I
of
roll a
natural
dexterity
causes.
check to see how quickly I can bite him before
There's
he
a chance,
finishes any
my
of his
child,
sentences?
Make an attack roll.
That she died of natural causes.
He runs out of the courtyard
And
into
thus-
the building.
Hold
It
on.
is the will of the
I
gods.
don't think Arister finished his sentence.
It doesn't matter. He's devastated, and you're gonna bite Arister while he runs past.
Okay.
And when I say run, I mean a brisk
March.
I shall say, wait, child,
It's like a light jog.
attend me.
16 plus. What's the to hit? 16 plus 4, 20.
Nope.
What's your armor class without a shield?
Oh, without a shield?
Yeah.
19.
Well, I
She
just
bites
bit
you
you.
got it.
right on the
She got it.
ankle.
She got him.
She gets you right in that little spot where the buckle normally goes. The one tooth just slips right in there.
I will pick this dog up by the scruff with my 21 strength.
All right.
Guys, stop it! Guys, stop it! Vesper, will you come help me?
9 damage.
I'm still in
Nine
the
damage. Dang. She went for the Achilles tendon on that one. She's like,
How much does dog weigh?
well,
No!
she has the physical
No.
characteristics of the
No.
animal she's turned into. So
No,
I imagine
okay.
she's
So
10
I
pounds,
am,
15
I am
pounds.
going to shake the dog until I cause damage. Just like this. With
All
my
right.
big meaty fist.
Stop it!
All right.
Covered in magical gloves.
A
Stop.
dog fight breaks out in the courtyard.
I'm
Career day is over.
I play a.
No, you're inside.
Message.
Yeah, you're inside. They sent you. They after you got finished off talking about being a stage performer. You
Yeah,
actually went
yeah.
over to the matron and you talked about, hey, how can I become a music teacher?
No
and
bite.
she directs you to a person inside the building. So
Okay.
go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Who?
The
This dog?
dog. Put the dog down.
Why? I'm pretty sure we need to have a kid.
5.
Where did this
Okay.
stray dog even come from?
That's not a
You
stray dog.
become
That's
lost.
our dog.
We don't own a dog.
How big is this?
It's pretty big. The main
Okay.
building is shaped like a big H. Remember?
Okay.
And they were building a building off of that. So there's two courtyards.
Why would you
and-
name the dog after the
A minor illusion of compass.
Make a wisdom check.
It points to
Arister.
flower, away from sun.
You would know she could turn into a dog.
I
You're
gotta
like,
say,
dang it, I knew I should have paid more attention to that compass when I had it.
I know she
What
can
were the
turn into a
symbols?
dog, but I don't know if she turned into
Look at
a
the eye.
Okay, go ahead and roll a melee attack roll. Just a regular melee attack roll.
shaker.
Yeah, to shake her hard enough to do damage.
Oh my god.
I
So
did
it'll
not
be-
make it. I got a 13.
That is.
What's your armor class?
What's your dog AC?
Uh,
DAC, dog AC.
I don't
It's
know.
12.
It says
Oh, no, that's
13
what's
plus, but it says 16 right here for some reason. That's on my wolf. but
16 AC, dog.
I basically.
No, it's 13. So go ahead and roll strength roll. So since you're doing just an attack, you're not using a weapon. It's going to be 1 plus your strength modifier. That's how much damage you do to her.
I just want to do 1 damage.
Okay,
can I do
sure.
that?
Yeah, he shakes you until you get a little sprain in your neck for
Alright.
1. Okay.
Children cry.
Yeah, the children are like half the children are bawling, and some of them have picked up sticks and are beginning to
Oh,
bang you with
That's
sticks.
if I
And
cast
they're like,
One
"Put puppy
bleeding out of my
down.
leg.
Put puppy
My
down."
leg is like
Yeah, they don't
squirting
care.
blood
It's a
all over the place.
puppy.
Actually, you found out just recently that one of the utility things of paladin armor is that it holds all your blood in so that they can pour it back into your body when you recover.
Genius.
Yeah, it's awesome. So you're like walking around in a
Oh,
pool.
God.
It's like Dune.
Help me, my
Yeah.
shoe's filling up. with
Yeah.
I will
blood.
persuade all of the
Feces or
children to stop
pus
attacking me with my persuasion and tell them that this angry dog attacked me
Okay, roll persuasion.
for being a cool dude. Man, I'm not doing well tonight.
Am I out of his hands yet?
I got a 7.
Did you pop
So you're
her?
like, this mutt bit me. Ugh. Okay.
Put her down.
Should I?
Yes, Arister, put her down now.
Okay.
Arister's Schoolhouse Rocks has gotten completely out of control.
All right. So you wander around for a little while. Make another perception check.
I'm gonna go find the little fat kid.
You're pretty sure that you found that they said something like the office was the first door up the stairs to the left, but you're at the first door up to the stairs to the left. It's not this door. There's no one there. You start wandering around. 11. After a while, you come to an office, and the door is slightly ajar. And the interesting thing about
Thanks, buddy.
this office is that so far, this is the
Here's what's
only
happening.
office door that you've seen that actually has a lock on it. But the door is slightly ajar. Like you can actually peek inside. There's probably a 2-inch crack between the door and the door frame, and you can peek inside, and you can see that it's like a library, and it's got a desk, and there's writing utensils and all kinds of stuff on the desk. There is no placard until you get to the top of the door frame, and then you notice that the name there says Ramiel Krupel, comma administrator.
It does sound like
Okay.
a villain's name.
I used Mage Hand to knock. This is a dirty door, right?
Okay, it seems all right. It seems to be made out of wood at least. That's a bonus.
Does it have jelly fingers?
No,
Jelly finger marks?
from what?
All the children running around?
No, that'll get
It
you.
has claw marks,
Yeah.
and then getting dragged inside.
Yeah,
Little sticky fingers in it. We make sure to lick it
There's
off.
there's old dried out asparagus spears on the floor. That's what they get here, healthy foods.
All right,
You knock on the door,
There's no
nobody
goldfish.
answers.
all right. Well, I'll go in.
Okay, make a stealth check. I'm assuming you're not. Are you just going to go in, or are you like looking down the hallway to see if anybody notices, and then you're like going to peek in there?
I'll saunter in.
Okay, so you just throw the door open and walk in. The office is pretty big. There are tons of books on the shelves and lots of rolled up scrolls and on like a small anti-desk kind of off to the side, and it looks like some of them are like building plans and a few other things. Over on the writing desk, on the main desk, there are lots of papers. Just sort of, there's little piles of papers and all kinds of stuff. Go ahead and make another perception check for me.
Oh, that's 20.
Natural 20.
What? Yeah, first one of the night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Man, first one of
Okay,
the
so you're about to walk out of the room when you notice over on one of the bookshelves there's like a pile of papers, and there's just the tiniest corner of one of the pieces of paper catches your eye. The tiny, and the reason that it catches your eye is because it's a weird color, right? It doesn't look like normal parchment. It's like light blue.
File light blue under child slavery.
The last time that you saw light blue parchment like that was off of the note that you took off of Ceres's dead body, and the other note that you guys found in I believe it was the 11th level of the mines at Watanga Mining Complex.
Whoa. Hear Liliana from down the hall go, ruh-roh, Raggy.
Yeah.
Hey, I spent lots of time sniffing that paper. Do I smell it?
You don't smell.
A walking.
Okay.
Yeah,
like a Pepe Le
literally,
Pew
I
lost
smelled that
scent
whole
line.
room, that whole floor, the letters, everything, and committed it to memory, remember?
Dude, you're like outside chasing after a fat kid, right?
You were
Right.
The only thing you can smell is
Just saying,
delicious,
if I
delicious
smelled
Swiss cake
Ramiel on
rolls.
it I would have recognized that.
I'll approach the paper.
You can't
Okay.
smell it over.
You move over to the stack of papers.
He's approaching.
Okay, so down in the courtyard, Kethra has broken up Arister and Papiana
And hit Arister over the back of the head.
with the broom.
With the drum.
We do not do that.
All right. So you break them up. The children are traumatized. Little Emmett has run off somewhere.
Can I cast Calm Emotions?
Sure. You tell all the children,
Because...
hush, little babies, don't say a word.
I take my metal boot off so I can heal my leg.
Okay. There's a pretty nasty gag. I mean, she got a good clipping.
Watch, children, as I use the supernatural to heal my leg.
All right. Some kids watch.
You mean magic?
Yeah.
Just say magic. You don't have to.
Yeah. Some
It's
kids.
divine magic.
Some kids are actually immediately impressed, right? Like they stop crying and they're just like, oh.
That's right, you'll never see a wizard do that.
Yeah, wizards are dumb.
They are dumb. They're paladins.
All right, so what? So you calm the kids down. At this point, the matron has come outside and she's like, "What's going on here?" And she rings a little bell, and a couple other matrons come running out, and they gather up the really young kids and they sort of shuttle them into the building. And one of them is like yelling at the two of you, and why would you bring a dangerous animal around these kids? And what
It's
gives you
not
the
my
right?
animal, just followed us in here.
No.
This is your animal?
It's trained. It's very well trained.
It's a virus.
That's not what I asked. Is it your animal or not?
I mean, can we really own other...
If you don't own this animal, I'm going to have it caged, and we're going to have it put down.
It's my animal.
That seems to be a bit of an overreaction.
It bit someone in front of the children.
Yeah, me.
Well,
I did have a metal boot on.
that makes it even more. It bit you through a metal shoe.
We were doing a demonstration.
What kind of a demonstration? There's blood.
To stay in
The
school,
kids are
or else.
fine. Yeah, stay in school. You get bit by a rabid new dog.
Well, let's not lie on behalf of a biter, okay? Clearly, there was no demonstration.
Okay.
It was an impromptu bite.
They ask you politely but insistently
Well deserved.
to leave.
Right.
Like it's career days. You've done enough. The children understand now what it means to have jobs.
They're gonna
You
have
can go.
a poster of Arister at the front gate before too long.
I mean, it might still there. I chased after the
Dude, shush.
boy.
Oh yeah, you probably ran into the. Well, in that case, the people are chasing you now because they think you might be attacking the boy.
Just stay right there.
I ran off like right after him, didn't I?
Stay.
Yeah, and I'm sure when he comes running in crying, and then a dog comes running after him, and then they come out and say what's going on, and
You got the
he's
man-
holding a
you got
steel
the
boot with the
mantle
bloody
in your
foot,
mouth
saying,
now.
"A dog bit me in front of the children."
You got the taste of human blood in your mouth now. You can't get that out.
That's
Gonna
no,
go after
don't
My
listen.
point
Don't
being,
listen.
I'm
You don't
quick.
have-
I went to go comfort the child.
Make a stealth check to see if you get past the people who are running out once the children started screaming.
Okay. No.
I thought they started
All right.
screaming when
They saw
he
you.
shook the dog.
Yeah,
6.
Not when she bit.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
The
I got
people started running when they heard the children all screaming,
it. Yes.
and then he put her down. Emmett ran off. She ran off after him.
Yeah.
I had her roll a stealth check to see if she could get past them as they were passing each other. Matron's coming out, doggy coming in.
Got it. I'm there.
They see her and they're like, "There's a dog loose."
Mm-hmm.
Ding. They ring a little bell. Anyway, the matrons have asked the two of you to leave. Well, you've done quite enough. The children have had a very exciting day. Thank you so much. It's time for you to go now.
Okay.
Toodaloos.
Okay.
Toodaloo. All right. Stephen, I would like you to read that out loud just for our audience members at home. This is what you were
First,
reading.
a question: does Mage Hand leave fingerprints?
It does not.
Okay, then I Mage Hand
Okay.
the paper out
Okay.
of the stack. It says it's dated the 3rd Alligator of the Lover's Moon, 1441. Sir, firstly, allow me to express my gratitude for your donation. We may yet see a brighter future for our fair city. So thank you very much. The truth of the matter is this. Without generous benefactors such as a lord of your standing, we could not afford to do the work we do here. In these dark times, shining stars like you make the grass a little more green for those on the other side of the fence. Your money will go to a grant that will house and feed a dozen or more disposed youths.
Dispossessed.
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 I knew it.
Dispossessed.
I knew
This
it.
is the most ridiculous handwriting, by the way.
It looks pretty.
As I was saying,
If the DM would be quiet,
in other
I could
news,
finish.
I was rudely interrupted.
you truly make a difference in the lives of others. As for your requests, I am happy to report that it is well within my power as the administrator of Pathways to send you 3 apprentices, and that they all are good with animals and their care. It is a great privilege to be able to assist you and Arragas all at once. If you need anything further, please do not hesitate to ask. Most sincerely, Ramiel Krupa.
Krupal.
There's no name?
I stand there for Krupal.
No name?
No, simply sir.
Okay, so my question is this: are you taking this with you, or are you leaving it there?
How long would it take me to make a forgery?
Roll. You could probably. Do you want it to look exactly like this? Because first of all, you don't see any other paper this color.
Well,
Do you want to just make a copy of it so that you have a
I
copy?
do have, I believe, some of the spare paper we had from.
I thought that you threw that on the fire once people started burning the book.
You might
I
be-
also remember that.
Yeah, I remember you pulling out the spare pages and throwing them on the fire and getting rid of them as well because you thought that they might be incriminating evidence or something.
Just take
Yeah, I think you're right. Cause like,
Okay,
all right, yeah,
So-
I'll take it.
if you so go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
It's a fun
Alright.
Okay.
That'll be 11.
Okay, you just take it. Here you go. I'll let you hold on to that. You can pass it around to other people if they want to look at it or read it. All right. After you've pocketed it, one of the matrons is in the doorway and she says, "What are you doing here? This isn't where I sent you."
Oh, it's not.
No, this is someone else's office. This is not. Can't you read?
I saw administrator, and I thought.
No, he's way on business.
Plus, I'm very lost. If
Yes,
you could-
that is apparent.
If
Come
you
downstairs.
could guide me, I would be much appreciated.
All right, so she takes you back downstairs and under the stairs instead of going up the stairs. You just go through and under the stairs.
Okay.
First office to the left. It's right there.
Yeah.
There's another guy in there.
I adjust my compass.
So it says flower stairs, son.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a big old pile of child slavery right there, is all I see.
Okay, so you guys get you get down there.
Is Liliana?
Go ahead and make a
around?
persuasion check. You don't see Liliana anywhere, and Arister and Kethra are not in the courtyard. When you pass the courtyard, you don't see them out there anymore. In fact, the kids have also been evacuated from the courtyard.
There is a big blood stain, though.
Did you dump the blood out of your blood catching
That
boot?
baby
Of course I
died.
don't.
22
Blood.
persuasion.
9 damage.
Okay, yeah,
is
you're
like-
able to basically
a quarter
say,
of my
"Hey,
hit points.
I've got
Might as well take it.
I've got someone. I represent a bard of some note, and she is very interested in what she can do for Arragas, and she would like to volunteer as a music teacher
Up and
of
coming
sorts."
star.
And he seems super excited. He's like, "Oh, of course, yeah. We don't have anyone teaching music at the moment. You would be a welcome addition to our staff. How many days per week do you think that this Pippi person would be able to teach?"
Oh, probably 1 or 2.
Okay. You work out some details, and then he says that he'll have somebody. Where can he get in touch with you?
Sable guard.
Sable Guard. Okay, I'll have paperwork sent over, and we'll get started. Can she start as early as this week?
I believe so. Since it is the
Check my
4th
calendar.
of Luna Day of the Lover's Moon. Yes.
Excellent. I'll send some paperwork over when we're ready, and I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, have a good day. I'm quite busy. We had some sort of a dog attack or something that happened in the courtyard, and now I have to
Wait, what?
fill out paperwork. Yeah, somebody brought a dog into the place, and I guess it seemed nice, but then it ended up biting the bigger
Yeah.
fella
Terrible.
in all the armor,
Yeah.
which is kind of impressive if you ask me. I mean, the dog didn't look like it could find its way out of a paper bag, but apparently it knows right where to bite someone in full armor.
I think
Alright.
you're thinking of the wrong kind of dog. She actually is very large.
Yeah,
What is she?
Great Pyrenees.
Those
Yeah,
are
it's,
huge.
it's a big shaggy dog.
Those are the big,
Giant,
shaggy, fluffy
dog.
white
They're,
ones.
they're enormous.
Okay.
They weigh like 130 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, then in that case he says, I don't know whose idea it was to bring a huge killer dog like that into a place full of
No,
children.
they're fluffy.
And as soon as it was
They're
powerful
so
enough that it could
pretty.
bite all
It
the way
looks
through
like
the
an
plate armor.
overgrown Pomeranian.
It does. They're so.
I don't know what that is either. So,
Pomeranians
all
are
right.
the little fluffy guys.
The little fluffy.
The little
teddy bear
cottonball
dogs.
ones. Don't
Well,
you know your
so which
dog
is it? She's a
How do you know
she's a
those
big,
Pomeranians?
powerful
I said
fierce dog,
overgrown.
or a,
Overgrown.
I don't
Like you
have.
take a little Pomeranian
She's a
and
giant,
make
terrifying
it
dog
the
that bit a
size of a
hole in
wolf.
my boot.
yeah.
It's like a giant teddy bear.
This
I'm
is
surprised
the,
there isn't a
And
lawsuit.
I
This is
expect
the longest
that
story I have ever heard.
Yeah, it's really boring.
This
This is the longest story I've ever told, and it's very boring.
Sorry.
Is
All right,
there
so
a,
you-
is there a
so you-
Holly
We are
Ranch-
having important
is there a
discussion.
Holly Ranch HQ?
the kitchen staff's like, no, it was like
She's the HQ.
huge.
I know, but is there like a place where they gather?
Yeah, the stone cairn, which you would not get within 2 miles of.
Okay, would
Without
one
an
of those,
elf escort.
Would one of those yellow hat delivery guys?
Absolutely not, unless you get an elf one. If you could find an elf one.
I'll keep on the lookout. I want to send him a bill for my boot.
All right, you guys get out
I'll
front.
fix it when I'm not a dog. You
I can
dummy.
repair your boot right now.
I prefer to go through appropriate channels.
I can
Um,
repair your boot right now.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I prefer
Yeah,
it
so
to be
it's
fixed
a big old.
by
It's one of those rescue, not a Saint
human
Bernard,
hands.
but one of those big old sort of
You
rescue.
don't think
I was gonna say it would
Your boot?
scare
I just
half the
trust
children.
the-
Like,
See, I thought you were
Power
being like that. I thought you were doing that.
something noble.
Like being a little
We
pussy.
That
use
is
magic to
one,
solve
but
all
that's
our
a puppy.
problems.
I know, but that's what I thought you were
Society,
doing
we
in order to keep the
They
kids.
look giant.
I don't use magic to
They're
solve all my
giant,
problems.
fluffy monsters.
Okay,
Just
well, I misunderstood.
ones that involve diseases.
I thought you were trying to be a little cute puppy for the benefit of the children.
Oh
not a
no,
huge
I'm a
killer.
giant,
No.
fluffy pillow.
Giant
Okay.
cute puppy.
They are
But
really
not a
cute,
puppy.
though.
We're going to stop using the term puppy. She is a full-grown adult dog.
Wow.
Which is also a puppy. 'cause
No.
They're all puppies.
No.
They're all
Yeah.
Apparently, a rabbit.
Paladin.
Okay,
Pussy
chat.
puppy.
Are they all puppies?
Paladin,
When paladins make children cry, yes.
paladin piercing puppy power.
Yep.
I just thought it was more impressive because I picked it up in one hand. I'm just saying.
Well, none of the kids are commenting
Really
about
should have
who
made a
was more
strength
impressive.
check on that one.
All right, so you get out front.
I have hill giants. Right?
Arister and Kethra are standing out there. Eventually,
Should've just
Liliana
been
comes
mine.
walking around the corner.
That would have been better.
Still little bits of white, long hair, frizz in her otherwise colorful blue hair with twigs and leaves and stuff in it. But those fade. After a few seconds, some
What?
very confused marms from
Liliana's
pathways
a
come running around the
Oh,
corner,
She
They-
bit me in the leg.
run up to you guys, and they say, "Where'd that dog go that you guys had? Did you see it?"
Oh, it turned into an elf. Don't worry.
They look over at the two of you.
Arister thinks he's so
You're gonna
funny.
smack him in the back of the
Hey.
head.
We're working on his humor. He got hit in the head.
Yeah.
Make a
During
persuasion
the
check.
war, it's
Why
a
do you guys keep saying
PTSD.
It's the only.
Is he
explanation.
kind of
In a
joking?
very delicate state. Oh, let's see.
That's a lot.
21.
Oh, all right.
PTSD is probably a common
Little
thing.
guy, little guy's still recovering.
They sort of nod and they say, well, you should know that it's loose now and it's probably out in the streets biting someone else.
I
You
sincerely
should be
doubt
ashamed.
it.
You should be ashamed bringing an animal like that around kids. And
Please
they
check
run
on
off.
Emmett. He's very upset right now.
The fat one? I'm sure he's fine.
I can't imagine why. Maybe because our paladin's really bad with kids.
That's just how he was distinguished to me from the other kids.
They
Let's
run
go
off.
now.
While you guys bicker about who was distinguished and not.
You abusing children is going to get more and more uncomfortable for Julie.
I was that kid.
They've got kids. I'm the one
That's
that doesn't
true.
have one yet.
I'm just the only one
I
brave
feel like
enough.
Ben is taking out his aggression in here because
Yeah.
he can't do it at
I'm
home.
the only
So
one
it's
brave
like-
enough to tell that poor child that his family is dead.
Well,
Brave?
So,
he never met his dad. I mean, you guys didn't
Wait,
get that out
is
of him,
this
but-
based off a true story?
Really?
Did you do something at a kid's birthday party? we shouldn't hear
no,
about.
I avoid those like the plague.
Discuss privately.
So now they're going to know that we have been talking to Thunderstone because magically Emmett now knows all about his family's death. Good job.
Oh,
Could
that's
have heard it
true.
from anybody.
All right, so you guys
Probably
moved.
I'm not
say the
going
reality.
to not tell a kid his parents dead.
You guys moved down the street.
Really?
You guys aren't having this discussion in front of Pathways, I'm sure.
No, it's immoral.
Okay. So you guys move down the street
Your morals
towards
suck.
Sable Guard, and when you get far enough away from Pathways or whenever, do you produce the letter?
I will not show anybody the letter, but I will tell them what I found.
Did you find any infants? Did I
Okay.
hear any infants?
Actually, yeah. I'll say that when you were running around, you
Okay.
found a nursery,
I'm
and it was just like what you would think. It was like a little daycare with a bunch of colored pillows and little cribs, and there was all kinds of, children crawling around on the floor and playing with shapes and colors and.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I found the babies. They're cool.
Well, I found some correspondence from Ramiel to a certain lord that
Here, can I have
he would be supplying 3 apprentices. Letter was dated today, so I'm sure we still have some
Today.
time before this, but I can only imagine that it's speaking towards Baron Vortigern,
The child thief.
What did he?
trafficker.
What did it say?
Wait, so is this another one of those? And Catherine would know, but Amanda has forgotten. The last one we found like this had the clue hidden inside of it, right?
There was
So
no.
is this another one of those? There's a word for that I can't remember.
A cipher.
Cryptogram, cipher.
Something.
Well, and it
Oh,
was
really?
magical the last one.
Yeah, it was possible, but nothing. Nothing struck me as it being encoded at all, right?
You read the whole thing from top to bottom.
No,
You said-
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I can check
Make
it.
an investigation check.
I can check it when we get back.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't find anything in
Yeah,
the
just-
letter.
yeah, 2 plus whatever.
Let's check it anyway when we get back.
I'm highly intelligent.
Well, you guys don't know that he has
We
it.
don't know he has it.
He just said he
Oh.
saw
He
the letter.
said he saw it. Yeah.
What did it say? Word for word.
Do you
remember?
That he's trading
Dear
apprentices?
sir, I'm tired. Let's go back.
Do you mention that it says something about kids that are good with animals?
Oh yes, and the kids
Steven, for
were
what?
particularly good with animals.
Oh. I wonder which ones. Do I know which ones?
Obviously, they took all of the ones that were
What?
good with animals because
What?
clearly none of them were
Well,
good with
no,
dogs.
like it was dated today. It said the kids that were good with animals were there a bunch of kids that were like particularly good with animals. I'm a dog, playing with kids.
No, they were all great with you. They were all playing and having a good time.
And it just said Lord. It didn't say who it was exactly.
No,
Because the animals were probably chaos beasts.
Well,
Yeah.
did
I
it
would
say when
imagine
the
so.
when the children would be delivered?
No.
Sold. I'd say.
No specific references
Enslaved.
to that, but sounded like sometime later. Like it hasn't happened yet.
Everybody roll an intelligence check except for Steven.
And me, who's not there.
Yeah, and you who's not there.
Nope.
15.
15, good job.
3.
Ooh, I'm not very good at this. 9.
Okay, he mentioned that the letter was dated today, which means that it hasn't actually been sent yet
Okay,
to whoever it's supposed to go to.
I see.
And it won't be.
Yeah, we
Not
don't
now. He must
Well,
have
it'll have to be
misplaced it
rewritten.
amongst his papers.
We don't know that. I think I caught nothing. I don't even know.
Yeah. Good.
Well,
Word's
apparently he
good.
hasn't sent the letter yet.
Paperwork's
So,
good.
Wait. What?
well, this is a letter from him to someone,
Yes.
and if it's on his desk
It was dated today.
and it was
Mhm.
dated today, that means he hasn't sent it because
I mean, it was
otherwise
dated
it would be
yesterday,
on
actually.
the other guy's desk.
So, if somebody, let's say, took it,
Well, then he would have assumed he'd misplaced it,
oh,
or it was stolen with ill intent.
But he has to be part of the chaos group because he has the chaos papers. Didn't we
Yeah,
figure
you
that
mentioned
out?
you mentioned that it was on the weird paper, right?
Did you mention
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Maybe you didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can we start calling it chaos paper?
Sure.
this chaos paper, I actually have the letter, so should we
Ooh,
You have a
maybe...
chaos paper letter?
Yes, but I need to show it to somebody before we can destroy it.
We don't need to destroy it. I need to check to see if it's encoded or spells.
Everybody roll a
Yeah.
dex check.
Okay,
Except for
you
you
all,
and you.
here it is.
Roll a dex check.
What's that? Okay.
Ah, 16.
They're not gonna...
Except for me?
No,
Natural
except for,
one.
except for you and you.
Okay.
Natural one.
I got an 18.
I got an 8.
Okay. He pulls the paper out, and Kethra is the first one to snap it.
Aha! There it is. Now do I roll an intelligence?
It
to see if I
doesn't
can figure it out?
seem to be chaos paper.
No, this is chaos. This is this.
That's the chaos.
This
Yeah,
is
I,
chaos paper.
Yeah,
Sean
I
just
just
put it
said
on
that
the-
just seems to be chaos paper.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
misheard you. Sorry.
yeah.
Can I, when we get back, can I cast detect magic on it to see if there's any magic ciphers or?
Sure.
Well,
I mean, you're
I
detecting
was
magic now,
asking
probably.
them.
You're
not
probably still
to-
detecting magic. Oh wait, roll. I need you to roll a concentration check against a DC of 10.
It would have worn off by now.
No, it hasn't been an hour. What? How long?
It's not an hour.
Oh, I thought it lasted an hour. Why do I always think detect magic lasts an hour?
It doesn't.
Assist you and Arragas all at
It's
once.
like 10 minutes.
Mhm.
It's 10
That
minutes.
doesn't
Okay,
sound
yeah,
ominous
yeah.
or anything.
Do you want to
Elfred
make
detect.
a
Oh, okay.
investigation check
Sure. Yeah.
since you're looking over
I was
the
gonna
paper?
wait till we got back so I didn't have to waste my like
Okay.
And also maybe
magic energy.
Memorize it.
You know, I could do it like as a little like
Okay.
goofy ritual.
Peace. I'm out.
I'll roll an investigation check on the letter. Okay, so with my investigation check from reading over your shoulder, I got a 13, 14, 15, 16.
You, from me having it in front of me, I got a 2. From Eris to reading it.
Okay,
I am highly intelligent with a 12 intelligence.
Arister, look at the alignment of the page. Look at the
Yes.
font alignment.
The font alignment.
What
Yeah,
does that mean?
left justified, right justified, or centered.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It is justified.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
And it says...
I really don't.
Oh, okay, so it's hard to read the font.
Well, his handwriting is exquisite.
That's a word for it.
Is that Lucida or?
No, it's
Percival.
hold on. It starts with an
It
Archibald.
says
I'll tell you.
Hail Hydra.
All right, so it's left justified.
Yes.
So look at the word farthest to the left.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like left, right or something.
I see.
So what does it say?
Furthest to the left is
Yeah, furthest
Show
to
it to
the.
the
I'm sorry,
audience.
furthest
Maybe
to the
they'll-
left. Furthest to the left.
Maybe
my left or your left?
Your left.
My left.
Well, that would be that. That would be the.
Oh, that's right.
That'd be 3.
That's your right hand side.
Yeah,
No,
Furthest
that's
to the left.
Listen.
L
It would be
makes left.
serve.
Yeah.
your military.
Then
life.
what?
F.
Then a blank space. Then what?
Then a blank space. S and
No. Read the word. Sir.
Sir.
Blank
may-
space.
Oh, say may the Lord in green grant you as power and privilege if.
No, the indented are blanks.
Ah, I see.
You guys recognize that salutation.
Lord in green grant you power and privilege. Okay.
That has been at the bottom of every single chaos
That's
correspondence
right.
you've ever seen.
That's right. Well, this is clearly proof that I immediately noticed
With your 15 investigation.
that this guy is scandalous.
16.
So, it
16.
is in my opinion that we need to go back to Pathways, find Ramiel, and see him hung at trial.
Well, we
He's not
we
there.
can't prove anything with like
I-
one letter.
I will
I
cast
will-
detect magic.
Clearly,
You cast
we would
detect
wait for
magic
him.
on the
Yeah.
paper, and it detects and it radiates that mild residual magic that the other 2 pages.
The Lord
I can
Commander of the
radiate as
Paladins
well.
will
Remember?
see to it
Yeah,
that
You
same.
said there was
he's
something
forced to
vaguely
tell the
magical.
truth.
I
It's just-
actually know somebody who barters in secrets. I might take this by them and see what they can offer us. As
Duchess,
far
I
as-
can send you some chaos paper.
Romeo.
You're right. He should probably be burned at the stake.
No, we're gonna
Save
just
it.
Arister. We're gonna wait on that. Let's pause.
Okay.
Take your thoughts.
So
You're
let's- yeah.
supposed to
Figure
be the
out-
smartest.
I wanna
Yeah,
go
so
to-
let's everybody roll an intelligence
I
check
don't
again.
think that that's a bad plan, though.
Let's everybody roll an intelligence
he
check again.
is a chaos child
I
smuggler.
got a 10.
A 10.
10.
I am not very
What
smart.
are you guys doing
I
tonight?
don't know.
Well, all of us have zeros on our
Fine.
intelligence.
We're all
I got
dumb.
one.
Oh, there you go.
He's the only smart one.
Actually,
No,
I
I'm
now.
tied.
And he,
We keep forgetting
It's
that.
really
that's-
bad. I have not rolled above
We're in
10,
real
but
trouble.
maybe
Aaron-
Aaron
Okay.
and Vesper are the only
So
intelligent
I will just say this:
Tell us.
the last time that you found an agent that was carrying a letter meant for someone else, you killed her.
Yeah.
And then had no idea where to go or who to investigate,
That's why we have the
Or
trial.
what to search.
The trial.
If you guys don't kill this person, well, I don't know what you're gonna do now because the letter's missing from his office, and he's gonna notice that.
Well, Apple Crate Alley it is, and we can interrogate people there.
Zone of truth him in the old apple crate alley.
That's right.
he wasn't
Okay.
at halfway.
Don't-
So I will tell you guys.
He's kind of prominent for us to kidnap, though.
I
It's
will.
not
Yeah.
there. I can't say
Yeah.
anything.
So I'm gonna say you guys are in the city. So murdering and/or kidnapping and/or anything else
Okay,
is all
first
a crime.
off,
It's not
person.
kidnapping.
Okay.
But I'm a
It's
master of
arresting.
disguise.
If you'll recall,
Okay.
I
So-
was
No.
given
No.
I was given authority
No.
by the paladinhood to arrest people in the streets
That's
for
true.
committing crimes.
That's true.
I am a officer of the law, and
That's
so
true.
Yes, let's
Okay.
We'll get
alert
back
the
from-
entire chaos
So
cult that
yeah.
we're
So
investigating that.
here's what is at
Just on
stake
vacation.
for everyone. Okay, you guys would know this because you are also suffering from the flip side of this coin, which is right now you have the advantage that no one in the chaos conspiracy knows who you are or knows that you're onto them.
Mhm.
If you suddenly arrest one of their agents and start asking a bunch of questions about chaos, then somebody somewhere is going to figure it out. And you guys have been wandering around wearing Sable Guard tabards, telling everybody that you work for Sable Guard. Like, they're going to know where to find you.
So you're saying my enemies will all come to me so that I can best them in combat?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, that
They'll-
seems like a
they'll
good
give-
plan.
Arister,
They'll
we're
give you
not
that
going to
opportunity.
that plan.
I
Okay.
quickly
Good plan.
use my
Arister,
disguise.
we need to awaken you to
I-
get you smarter.
I use my
I don't
disguise
feel like
kit
this
to
is
just
a dumb
to
plan. I
do
feel like
myself
them
up
all
like
coming out of the
Romeo.
woodwork so that they can
I
smite
rolled
them
a
with holy
26.
might.
No,
It's
what
a
if
good
they
idea.
go into hiding?
And I
They will.
present myself to the party.
Then they
Okay.
won't
They
come
just
to
said
us.
that they were.
Everybody
gonna come
roll.
out
Everybody
and
except
get
Makaria roll a perception. Actually, Makaria, you probably walked up by now. Roll a
Part
perception
of
check.
over here.
After going to Epsilon.
Yeah.
that was-
I am ready to
Oh, you
smite
went to Epsilon with
whoever
the
needs
axe?
to be
Yeah.
smoked.
Okay.
I'm carrying that
Let's
around,
do
so-
that. Let's do that. You guys keep your perception checks. All right, you go to Epsilon. Jenna is there.
I'm just
Says,
gonna
what is
like
that? What is that?
kind of
horrific
swing it
weapon?
over my head and like slam it down on the table.
Okay. He's like, that's what?
I took it
Please.
off of an enemy that I defeated.
No, it's for the wall.
Indeed.
That's nice. I mean, it's not nice. It's horrific. Look at how ugly and heavy that thing is. Jeez. It looks. No wonder they lost to you. Ugh. All right.
It
well.
could not hit me. That is.
Oh, that's good.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I think I would notice if you'd been hit by something that horrendous. All right, let's put it on the wall. Go find a place and. Yeah, there's actually lots of stuff on the wall. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff on the wall, and not all of them are weapons. Like I think I told you this before. Some of them are like trinkets and someone's boot and little, all kinds of weird things. A lantern, like a shattered lantern, and all this kind of stuff. All right, so you eventually find a place and you put the axe on the wall. And when you turn around, Jenner is smiling and he says, "Very good. Come back tonight. We'll make it all official." Touch tongues.
Okay, I'm leaving now. I might be back.
He didn't say that part about touching tongues. He does tell you to come back later tonight, though.
This is not the person I expected to say that.
Yeah.
What was
he
the
does.
other guy's name? The Playboy?
Ben Carlo.
There we go.
Yeah. Ben Carlo.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
Doug has said that you're a paladin with the oath of "come at me, bro."
I still think it's a good plan. We'll just draw them all out of hiding, and then we'll burn them with holy fire.
Okay, yeah. So you come up to the party. They're basically still
Best
walking
friend can
towards
apparently.
Sable Guard. They're bickering amongst each other about what they've found and what the best plan is. And you guys all go into Sable Guard Guild House. And the only other person there is Kurga. And he is looking over a map that he then puts away once you guys walk in.
Kurga,
Find any new gold?
Yep. Nope.
maybe you can settle the dispute that
What?
we're having.
What's the dispute?
Nope, Airster. Hey, guess what?
If
no,
you found...
Nope. Airster, I will take my hand and literally place
I
it
will
over Airster's
join you.
Because we are not having that happen.
Are you like?
I'll play a song as a distraction.
Is this
Not
bump
doing
on the
that.
head we've been talking about?
Kurga
Did I
rolls
miss
his
it?
eyes
And
and
it
walks
works?
past you, shaking his
Not doing it.
shaking his head.
We're not
He just
doing it.
leaves. He
I'm
just
just
gets out
tired
of
of lying to people all the time.
You don't have to. You can just
You
not
just need
tell
to
people.
shut up.
I didn't lie.
Just shut up.
Yeah.
Well, I just felt that our friend Kurga, being an ancient dwarf, would have a lot of wisdom that he could add.
Okay,
Shut
so the perception that you rolled, what was
I
it?
rolled a 14.
Okay, perception you rolled.
3.
Okay, perception.
Oh, 14.
Okay, perception.
Oh, am I supposed to
Yep.
do that? Okay. Okay. 7.
7. All right. So you guys are talking, and one of you turns around and notices that Ramiel Krupel is actually in the Sable Guard building with you, waiting. Like he's waiting there.
Okay.
Oh my god. And Airster almost opened his mouth.
Perfect disguise.
That's what Ramiel Krupel says.
What?
It's me, Vesper.
Oh, hi.
I can stand in.
So how
Yeah.
much of this
Well,
stuff do I know about at this point? Like,
They haven't told you anything that's happened at Pathways.
Okay.
So you were there.
I'm just-
Everyone was bickering about how to handle the stuff at Pathways. You turned around. Ramiel Krupal standing there. Everyone goes quiet for a second,
Hi,
and then
Ramiel.
Ramiel goes, "Perfect disguise. It's me, Vesper."
That is uncanny, Vesper.
Wait a second.
Yeah, it's weird how, like in the shadow and everything, like he looks just like Ramiel.
Oh, please. You turned into a dog.
He's got a wig on. His
You couldn't see through that clearly made up disguise?
I
think it's really good.
It was
I
really
mean, it's
good.
well executed, but I can see through it instantly.
I mean,
You could.
it's
I can
good
see-
at
wait,
illustrating
I
the
can
point
see
that
through
you
all
need
of
to keep your
Vesper's
mouth
disguises.
shut.
Wait, who am I? Who am I? Let me have your children, please. I will give you money. And then I spend a good hour making
Dead
fun
on.
of Romeo.
an hour.
An hour?
we have all left.
Yeah,
by then.
yeah.
No, I'm having
until
hell of
it's
a
not
time.
even funny to him.
All right.
funny
So
to me the whole
what?
time.
So what is your plan? To go back to Pathways, wait for Ramiel to show back up, and arrest him.
In
No.
broad
And take
daylight,
him- and
and
take
march
him
him
to-
out in front of all the kids.
No.
Tell everyone that he's a
So,
chaotic child
Makaria,
thief.
this is
Okay.
what happened.
And make
when
him
we were
expose
at
his
You guys,
Okay.
you guys keep him from doing
And then we're going to
anything,
lead a squad
and I'll
of
go
paladins
investigate
to that
the
lord's
freaking
house,
weasel.
and we're going to start slaughtering
No.
anyone who opposes us.
Airster, this is not happening.
Because
Okay.
they're all chaos cultists.
Okay.
What?
Please
Okay.
explain to me what's happening.
All right. So
There's
Kethra,
dumb.
tell Makaria what's going on.
Well, Makaria, see. By the way, where have you been all morning? Where'd you go?
You're
It's like-
unusually sober.
Didn't you just like didn't show up?
I was reading all night, and then
You were reading all night?
I was
A book
a book. This
with
book.
pages and words. run together to
I
form
just needed
sentences.
some.
You've seen the book before. You've read it.
It's the story of Givney and Grimnir.
Well, I approve of this
Right.
change of pace.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the Ascension of Givney and
God.
Grimnir. You've read it as Paladin. You've
Let's
read it.
get
Did you
Let's check on
find
the
any
honeymead
insights
podcast.
about
Okay.
storming
Anyways.
child smuggling rings?
So you
Oh.
just slept in today?
Just roll around.
No,
with that one.
I went to the theater.
Yeah.
Grimnir's theater.
Oh, yeah. This
Um,
morning?
Fought the lady with the big old giant axe.
Mm-hmm.
There's no scratch.
Did you win, I'm assuming? Yeah?
Nothing on
Good
me,
job.
but, you know.
Good job, bro. Good job.
I'm checking the fermentation. of my honey
So
mead.
this is what happened. We went to go visit the orphans, right?
Mhm.
And Arister made Liliana upset, so Liliana bit him, and then they kicked us out.
Correction.
But
He made a small child upset by telling him his mother was dead. Then I bit him.
yeah,
That's
true.
why you bit me?
That's true. That is why.
I tell people their
Anyways,
parents
but
are
we-
dead all the time. Do you know what kind of society we live in?
we
We'll come back to that.
we talked to the kid that was
I'm a captain in the
Thunderstone's
military.
nephew,
That's what I call a Thursday.
and so now
Keep
probably
it up and I'm
the
gonna low blow you with
Thunderstone
wife and child.
or Romneil's
Stop
people are
it.
gonna know because Arister
Okay.
screwed this up.
Great.
They're now gonna know that we're snooping because they know who we are. And then Vesper found that letter, and it's on chaos paper.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where'd we find this?
Romneil's office, right?
That's right.
Mhm.
Because he is smuggling
You
children.
just grabbed it.
Yes.
It had been
With
said
a mage
that-
hand.
Yes.
Which I
Not
figured out with
my
my
hands.
mighty brain.
Well, we've all talked
Um, Was he there at the place?
No.
No.
Because I feel like we need to follow this letter would be the best idea. Because I feel like someone in this party has a way to find objects that they
Yeah.
have seen, and we could just slide it back onto the desk, and then follow it from a
Ooh,
distance.
that's brilliant.
Someone want to sneak with me?
'Cause we need to-
I will.
Okay.
Nope.
Wait, she's gonna do lucky
I
roll.
got a new room.
I can provide.
You can
You should
slide
walk in
forward,
there. I mean,
use
you
the
look like
broom to
Romeo
fly
right
to
now.
the
You could
window.
probably
That's
just
right.
walk into his office and replace it.
That's right.
Just
Well-
use the broom to slide the
Okay.
paper under the window.
Or
Okay.
you could
Flick
turn
it
into a
onto the
tiny little
ground.
animal.
I'm
and creep
gonna
on in
cast
there.
Pass Without a Trace and be a whatever, a weasel.
With a letter on its back.
Well, if she's holding it, it just
No,
kind of like
with
zooms in
whoever's
with her.
gonna sneak in.
Oh yeah, I'll walk in.
Okay.
I'm Romeo.
Well,
Maybe
no,
don't talk.
don't talk.
Just like walk to the office.
You're
Okay.
super sneaky.
Okay.
Aren't you super sneaky?
Hey, it's me.
I thought you were the
You can be
sneaky
there,
one.
children.
but- No.
I'm pretty sneaky.
All right.
Yeah, but
roll,
I think he's
Ramiel, roll a performance
a little
check.
more than me.
All right.
Liliana, roll a stealth check.
Well, that's not
Oh.
super helpful unless you're stealthing. That's like not the casting Pass Without a Trace gives whoever I'm with plus 10 to their stealth
I got a
check.
27.
Right, plus they can't be tracked, right? By
Nice.
anything
Yeah,
short of
thank you.
So you
All right.
got the voice,
Don't
you got
punch
the
me, Alistair.
mannerisms.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically Arya Stark right now as Walder Frey. Totally believable. Oops. Spoilers.
We
Spoilers. Sorry.
not seen the most
Spoilers.
recent
30
episode, Sean.
stealth check.
All right. So you guys are able to get in and get back out with absolutely no hangups whatsoever.
All right.
27 and a 30.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you
finally.
literally.
When does that ever happen?
That never
That
happened.
that's never happened. I was fully expecting there to be a hang up, but okay. So you get in, where do you replace, do you put the paper back in the stack, or do you put it on his desk, or where do you put it?
I prestidigitation all the fingerprints or any trace that anybody's touched it, and then I put it back in the stack where
I feel like they don't have fingerprint technology just yet. but
or
okay.
whatever.
But okay.
Magic.
We don't know for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe
you-
it's
you
chaos
press the-
fingerprinting.
You press the undigitation.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right, so you put it back, and you guys get out of there, and literally, if anyone ever figures it out, they won't be able to track that you ever came in the building because you didn't leave any footprints, you didn't leave any
My false nose
DNA
didn't
hairs.
fall off.
Yeah, nothing.
Can I sniff
Without
around his office too for any additional chaosy things?
Sure. I can tell you that there aren't any additional chaosy things.
Okay.
There's not like a big packet of paper.
Yeah, there's not just like a huge chaos egg in the corner that's throbbing.
But
and
like, you know
pussing.
how like printer paper, like a big
No,
stack
there's
of
not.
Rings of chaos paper.
Not like a rotting chaos.
He's like, no, I'm almost out of
Chaos
paper. Call the warehouse. Have them send over another pallet of chaos paper.
I really want to just walk in the other room and pull out the pile of copy paper.
I
Yeah.
actually do have a whole box of
I'll
that
read
paper.
them.
Yeah.
So we
it's
need
the
to
whole
find the chaos paperer. He's the key to all this.
Yeah, he's the guy who makes the
The
chaos
guy
paper.
who makes
yeah.
chaos paper is our guy.
Okay, so you guys get out, you head back to Sable Guard. Vesper, make a perception check.
It actually just appears every time you flip a coin to make a decision.
Maybe 18.
18, good job. All
Do
right.
I make one too since I'm with him?
No, I mean you can if you want to, but it's not something that you would particularly care about. So,
Oh, okay.
okay. So while you're walking, and
Weasel's like,
you guys are basically
whatever.
you basically are just moving through. Well, you're not still a weasel now at this point, are you?
I mean, maybe.
There's no reason to not be.
Right?
Why not?
Well, I don't know. I mean, just
She's Liliana.
I
I'm
guess.
just like
First to
around
be an
his
animal.
neck, just like.
okay. You see an obviously magical ring laying in an laying just at the corner at the mouth of an alley next to it. Like it looks like somebody dropped it or threw it and it hit the wall and just landed right in the corner. And people are walking right by it and they don't see it. And
I bend down to tie my boots
okay,
and
there's
discreetly pick it up.
A ferret moves around on your neck. Or wait, are you a ferret or weasel? Weasel moves around on your neck, and you realize that Liliana is watching you.
Right. Well, I discreetly pick up the ring.
Okay?
Walk on.
It's tied to a string and you're driving off into the alley.
And be a chaos monster.
I would
No,
like
no,
to
no.
perception check
What fate befell
anything about this ring.
Okay.
My mom.
And I'm asleep.
I
Yeah.
didn't get into the child's movie business.
Okay,
because
as you
I-
start walking away from the alleyway, you something tugs on the ring,
Mm-hmm.
and you look down, and there is actually a string coming out of your hand,
Mm-hmm.
going back towards the alleyway, and then all of a sudden you just get ripped into the alleyway. Except when you land,
I was just
you
messing
are
around.
Yeah, me too.
in a realm of sort of twilight and
Okay.
flitting glowing bugs, and you're laying on the ground at the feet of this tiny little gnome looking dude with a huge nose and super tall hair, and he's holding a fishing pole, and the string is attached to the ring that you're holding in your hand, and he says, "I knew I'd get you eventually."
Is
Damn you,
Liliana there
gnome.
too?
No, Liliana fell off.
Oh, okay.
Like basically, he got
Did
ripped
I?
like this, and you were just in the air for a second, and then yeah, with a perception of 1, you're totally not ready.
No, but perception's not an athletics check for a weasel. To see if I can hang on.
The answer is no.
You got pulled through.
That's one of those.
there's a very specific reason that he is able to be pulled
I'm aware.
where he's
I'm
pulled.
aware.
So
But
I'll
I
tell you,
am
all right, I'll tell you what.
real wide-eyed weasel.
Make an acrobatics check to avoid banging your face on the invisible fairy portal.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a good call.
What's a weasel's dexterity?
1.
It's got
I
to be
don't
way
think
higher.
that's-
Well, maybe you should write it down. You're always a weasel. It should be on your
Way
character
higher.
sheet somewhere.
It's again. You give me 4 slots for animals. Weasel's
Sean,
not in the top.
Are you
4.
aware that
Hey, why
weasels
not?
have
You're always
strong
a weasel.
connection to the fairy?
I've been a
She's a
weasel
wolf
one
and a
other
dog.
time.
That is blank, and that is blank.
I know because I used the phone.
Okay, I don't want to hear you're give me 4 spaces and I'll make room. You're only using 2 of the 4 spaces available to you.
Because I'm never the
yeah.
same thing.
Oh.
Start writing weasel down. Start writing it down.
Plus 3.
All right, what'd you get? An 8? All right.
Bam.
So when Vesper gets ripped out from underneath you, your natural instinct is to clamp down, apparently. And so then you're like flying towards the alleyway and doing things and just whipping past your face, and then all of a sudden you're just like, well, bam! And you stop moving, and then you fall on the ground and your nose hurts, and you're like, ah. But you actually see Vesper when he hits like what looks like the surface of a pond, maybe, except it's upright. And as he passes through for a brief second, you see this little dude with a huge nose, like just wrenching on this fishing pole that's like hooked over like deep sea fishers or whatever, when they're like pulling on it and the thing is just like shaped like a U. And he's just like, and then the water ripples go away and you just see a blank alley.
Well, I assume I took 1 hit point of damage, so when I hit the ground, I immediately splat into Liliana.
Ooh.
And I'm just like, what the hell just happened?
Weasels only have 1 hit point? That's weird.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
tiny.
I guess. But they're so mighty. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stop here.
I think it was a giant weasel last time.
That's possible. We're going to stop here and we're going to pick up next week with the continuation of the plans, because when Liliana gets back to Sable Guard with the news of what just happened, it may change your plans slightly, but I'm not really sure. And then we will find out what happened to Vesper. He is at the foot of the fisherman, and we'll see how that plays out. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope that you had a really good time. I know that we did. The episode went a little long, so have a good respite from all of our adventures, and use your schimiters if you need to cut yourself free. The other one was, for the longest time I thought the name of the spell was Shillalog, because I did not realize that it was Shillelagh.
Man, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I heard
yeah,
Shillelagh, but I didn't put it together with that word.
Right,
until
yeah,
later.
yeah. For forever, I called it Shillalog until someone came along and said, "That's how you spell Shillelagh."
Gaelic's got a lot of weird G's.
Yeah, Gaelic has all kinds of weirdness, but it's
Story
awesome.
of my life. Weird G's.
Weird G's, what up? Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in. Excellent chat tonight. Duchess, I may send some chaos paper home with Ben and Amanda so that they can get it to you. I think Amanda
We'll put it next to our broom.
Next to the broom. In the broom room.
We'll put it in the broom closet.
In the broom closet.
So where we store all of our brooms.
I like the broom room more.
Okay, have a good night, everybody. And Mom, if you're still watching, I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.